Listen every Saturday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. with Nana Kwabena Ajimai, aka DJ Ajingo, to discuss more on the newspaper review, politics, economic, and social issues from Ghana, Africa, the USA, and across the globe. So get your seats and sit down, relax, and get more information about the world. Do not miss this episode. Yes, do not miss it. Wake up, Columbus. Saturday mornings just got a whole lot smarter. Welcome to the boardroom, live on 102.1 FM WCRM every Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Join Nana Kwabena Ajimai, aka DJ Ajingo from Sky FM, as he brings you the latest insights and expert advice on business, finance, and entrepreneurship. From market trends to innovative ideas, the boardroom is the perfect place to start your weekend. Get the latest news on political, economic, and social issues from Ghana, Africa, the USA, and across the globe. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and get ready to elevate your game. The boardroom, Saturday 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on 102.1 FM WCRM, Columbus, Ohio, USA. Don't miss it. Yes, do not miss it.
Hello, Columbus. Saturday morning just got a whole lot smarter. Welcome to the boardroom, live on 102.1 FM WCRM every Saturday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Join Nana Kwabena Ajima, aka DJ Ajingo from Sky FM, as he brings to you the latest insight and expert advice on business, finance, and entrepreneurship. From market trend to innovative ideas, the boardroom is the perfect place to start your weekend. Get the latest news on political, economic, and social trend from Ghana, Africa, the USA, and across the globe. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and get ready to elevate your game. The boardroom, Saturday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on 102.1 FM WCRM, Columbus, Ohio, USA. The boardroom, Saturday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on 102.1 FM WCRM. Don't miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I represent the future, and Ghana needs an upgrade and not a reset. And so I've also outlined my 14 key commitments to the Ghanaian people. These are to sustain and expand Ghana's rebounding economy, create new jobs, implement wide-ranging tax reforms, build Ghana into a world-class digital economy, reduce the cost of living, expand public infrastructure, provide better health care for all, implement affirmative action for women and girls, and expand educational opportunities for all. Provide good governance, care for the elderly, protect our environment, boost sports, creative arts, and tourism, protect our borders while keeping our neighborhoods safe. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is an opportunity for the media to thoroughly examine the proposals in our manifesto and offer criticisms where necessary. We are ready to listen. Let me take advantage of your presence here to state my firm commitment to free, fair, and peaceful elections in December. The quest for political power should not be an end in itself. It should be mounted on the desire to transform lives and make Ghana, our motherland, a better place for us all. However, it is becoming increasingly worrying that some people have gained the notoriety of churning out incendiary language, threatening fire and brimstone if the good people of Ghana give the mandate to rule to a group other than theirs. Whilst nobody profits from violence and chaos, it bears repeating that not a single drop of Ghanaian blood should be sacrificed for power. Our party is determined to pitch our ideas, as we have always done, and to demonstrate the superiority of our ideas over and above what any other party can offer. My pledge, and that of the MPP, is to run a campaign of ideas and to conduct ourselves in a manner worthy of a democratic group. Our main goal is that at the end of the contest, we carry on with our lives secure in the knowledge that there is work to do, work to sustain the rebounding economy. To those who threaten war, mayhem, and violence, my message to them is that this isn't Ghanaian. Our pursuit of power must be paired with the compelling need to allow the Ghanaian to continue to enjoy his or her peace. Ghana will exist long after we've all left the scene. Thank you for your attention, and I'll cede the microphone and take your questions. Thank you very much.
To pay fees for the education of their wards should send them to fee-paying private schools. Public schools, that is schools funded by the taxpayer, should be free to all who would otherwise be unable to pay for their education. That is why the numbers of pupils who have access to secondary education has doubled since the introduction of the free senior high school policy, and that over 5.7 million persons have benefited from the policy since its inception. The full impact of this dramatic development will be felt in due course and will far outweigh the small number of privileged parents who can afford to pay for the education of their wards.
Yesterday, whilst I was driving from Cape Coast, in fact, going to Cape Coast, I stopped over at the River Pra, and it was, I'm afraid I have to tell you that what I saw, the river, it was so embarrassing, and then if as a nation we live for this to happen to us, I don't know. We have to fight this.
Zoom.
No matter what, we have to do this.
Zoom.
Who's reliable, whose word can be trusted, who is consistent, and who is clear-minded. And that is why some of us are saying, in fact, the majority of us in Ghana are saying, we want him and Bawumia to debate the issues in our country. Why is John Mahama running away from the debate? Bawumia says he's ready any day for the debate. Why is Mahama running away from the debate? The people of Ghana deserve the debate so they can see freely who is doing what and saying what and representing what. Mr. Mahama, which is which? What should the Ghanaian people take from you as your position on the Free Senior High School? Is it safe with you? Are you going to continue it, or you're going to review it? Are you going to cancel it? None of those do we know from you. Nobody should be allowed to be the president who cannot answer these questions straightforward.
Otiye asema zongo for eka enano. Asem de pao. Zongo for say omu njindi se MPP. Omu de Dr. Bawumia beba. But omu de neba dia. Omu be tuamano. Omu be tuamano. Sana omu kaya. Omu be tuamano. Amba enti Ushe North na Ushe Zongwa. 2 strongholds. Dr. Bawumia bejina Etofom so NDC to me win election. Voter region, because Jina voter region, making more votes. I'm a MPP. Where were voter region? Making more votes. I'm a voter. And yes, sir. Making voters so making empty almost strongholds. No, you know, ebe shaky, omo. Enintina, Omusuro Dr. Bawumia sir. And yes, sir, because. Omunyina nimse nubejina wa member omu showdown.
Lessons must be learned from the experience of these last almost 8 years. A vote for the MPP will be an expression of satisfaction with the impunity of the last 8 years. A vote for the MPP is a vote for a 3rd term for Nana Akufo-Addo. A vote for the MPP in this election is a vote to escape accountability. It is a vote to allow officials who have stolen and raped this country's resources to escape accountability, their flag bearer and his running mate, who have been prominent actors in this horror movie Ghanaians have watched these last almost 8 years. These people cannot be the ones to exact accountability from the government of which they have been an integral part. We are at a critical juncture in our democratic history. Choices we make in elections come with consequences. We cannot afford to fail this time. A restive youthful population do not have the luxury of trying a driver's mate who has learnt his driving skills from the same driver who crashed the Ghanaian vehicle of state. Our nation needs a reset. Our democracy needs a reset. Our economy needs a reset. Our governance needs a reset. And our attitudes need a reset. We need a government that will galvanize the efforts of all Ghanaians. We need a government that will allow all businesses to thrive, whether owned by domestic investors or foreign investors, no matter their ethnic, religious, or partisan colors of its owner. We need to make a change that will usher in a government that is responsible and accountable. We need to open up this country for business again. We need a leadership that will crack the ship when its own appointees go down the wrong track. We need a responsive government that will respect the rights and freedoms of our citizens, including journalists, and address the ongoing decay of state institutions and fight corruption by deploying the Operation Recover All the Loot principle, and that is ORAL.
The declaration don't mean anything to us. It doesn't mean anything to us because all previous declarations have not been adhered to, and those declarations have not solved any problem. If you allow violence to be brewed, you have violence, whether you sign declaration or not. And so that is the declaration don't mean anything. The declaration don't mean anything to us. It doesn't mean anything to us because all previous declarations have not been adhered to, and those declarations have not solved any problem. If you allow violence to be brewed, you have violence, whether you sign declaration or not. And so that is why, for more than a year ago, I started talking about the need for us to remove the building blocks for a violent elections. So at any stage, when something is happening, I call on those who in future will call us to sign declarations, to speak up so that we stop this particular thing from happening. Otherwise, if you allow all those things to build up, and you say that, let us go and play peace football match, let us sign declaration, let us do this with the hope that we will get a peaceful election. Peaceful election will not happen.
And now, Monsaka Mwamu this year, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe.
Hello.
Enti yem free Central region, ana Eastern region, ana Volta region, ana Hafoni Ebuno, Emekanchira se Saudishie, ene ya yiru as vice president Kokotua Bamano. If you say one kasa unim adia eye. And Benfo say adi eno di na adi so ewo fia eye dan. Te mesra mo. Mom yamfa ekruye. Emra mi be Kumasi no. Na ebubu ofu. Mesra mechita afu. Some in free party munkuadie. Mint min kasa. Party ni yadia min kobi. Ana min kasa. Media mekano crunch namo. Alternative no. Alternative no. Alternative no. Enyadia ebuwa benu mienu. Anasi amadachi. Ti mesramo. Mama ekruya emra yentem na 2024 yanyako na mom party empanfo nso a mudi party nanim ama grassroots no abufu abemu no mufri ha na momfre grassroots Namunfa and die ma womo yankasa fasika koshi obi ansam na mom obulo keke ekura sesa enipa dwene enti sayama oppositioner o say Bible ni say e wo say wo pese wo ye okandifu anasa wo ye leader, you must first be a servant of the people. You say, Branebeti or mine and our party anymore. And don't say you lord yourself over the people. Answer and then Akakabin someone nipa biya answer Masaba Munano. Abamunsa Mommy and Fanya at the Siade Nayanko house to house. Obia ya offending no Yentimi and Camp Casadebi Inchano. Now with unity. Will break the eight. Yamishra.
I'm on Supreme Court, yes, sir. Nabatu abatu ebenya de bentwam. Yamubi no kwenim bian kasa de. Same o Supreme Court pa. Kasa gina ye no kamen na collect. Kamen ko right. Na nemti agama ko no. Wan hwe no me bedi sa asem ya wo. Ntimi nkoka bi. Na mo mesre and the Attorney General of Ghana. Emra man kwame se ade bi ekoso na ohwe Ghana fo enije nim a otimi yede otwaso na no ase no be se papa no betwa na konyanum so onya MPB o no ba koto foforo
Batuman and answer Bandraman. Bantuaman. And you overwhelming majority no 57.56 or you be as a matter of urgency, I'm appealing to the President of the Attorney General, President of the Republic. If he has any role to play, that trial should be aborted. The Attorney General should, as a matter of urgency, file a nolle prosequi to end that particular decision. Sir, make a way because that was what. Ma, ye did the Ghana for attempt. Ye did the assembly for attempt. No credit, some engineer, me who sabi. Mpaswopia at the back Ghana, said down for no, the back prosecute no. Now, so what the Nigina quarter. Nabatwamani, MP Edman over than a grapple. And Koya, Amayan Samra Papa, and Massa be Ghana for a young Juma and Mampun to acquire. No better my blame. It's on this day. Mamma Catcher says, Samri, you are president. You know, I love you. This matter cannot go on. Attorney General. Odame, prayer the share, not the share. Shawumum Coco Chansem, if you are him as Ghana.
I'm aware that last week's bipartisan passage by Parliament of the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill on a private member's motion has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic community and among some friends of Ghana, that she may be turning her back on her hitherto enviable, long-standing record in human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law. I want to assure you that no such backsliding will be contemplated or occasioned. I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into the details of the origin of this proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted at the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision of the court before any action is taken. The operation of the institutions of the Ghanaian state will determine the future trajectory of the rule of law and human rights compliance in our country.
Mr. Speaker, the visit of the officials of the Ministry of Finance and myself, UVRA, to the victims of the Akosombo Dam spillage in Mepe in the Volta region was truly revealing and sobering. Indeed, we empathize with the families that have been affected and displaced by the spillage. We met victims, townsfolk, children, and the chiefs, and of course, the Honorable Member of Parliament, Okujeto, during the visit. Mr. Speaker, government has budgeted an amount of $220 million to support the relief phase for the communities affected by the Akosombo spillage, as well as floods upstream in the Oti, Savannah, and Bono East regions. Mr. Speaker, in addition, the Ministry of Finance, after the visit, was quickened to respond. We have requested funding from the World Bank under the IDA Crisis Response Window to support the resettlement of the victims, restoration of livelihoods, compensation, and reconstruction of infrastructure in the affected communities. Mr. Speaker, we recognize the place of climate policy and financing to help address the long-term effects of climate change on victims of drought, flooding, and other adverse weather events. Accordingly, the Ministry has applied to the Global Shield Against Climate Risk Fund, an initiative launched by President Nana Akufo-Addo and Chancellor Scholz during the COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh, to assess additional financial resources to support communities upstream and downstream of the Akosombo Dam.
Government can never stop Galamsey in this Ghana at all. I have a gold, I have plenty money in my pocket, so I don't mind cocoa. Look, I'm now cutting it off, you see. It is my own bonafide property. Nobody can stop me to stop cutting my own cocoa tree. You plant it for me? Plant it for you, food and job. Am I involved?
Wow, we're cheap. And what it comes from, and will be a dinner. Lawyer or no, who defend the criminals. Criminal be a warrior, CBR. Could see a jabin a person who could. It means he's a criminal.
So run. Missy mean bonidi. When you mean bonidi. And yes, I mean to me bonidi. Mean bonidi because he doesn't deserve me mentioning his name. I only mention people who I regard. Mejai Nidimbo. To me, no needing.
Better, and some are doing better. However, whether we are doing 1% or 2%, all the regimes, whether NDC regime or MPP regime, corruption has been extremely inimical, dysfunctional, and it has given rise to a lot of higgledy-piggledy, mambo-mango, and then abracadabra. And I think it is time we all put all these things to a stop, and as a country begin to redefine new paradigm shift in fighting corruption. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
There have been SIDA 75% Sisuku. There have been SIDA Sisuku. There have been SIDA 75% completion. Kumasia and now I create a Sunita Ocean High. See even Chinese movie Ukraine baby and Krabba who are friend Ghana Chinese. What is that? Omusia who are the India. Kumasia Nina. I buy wherever to me a bit. I buy a social democrat, and here once you be implemented that free SHS you implement here.
Free the SHS! Stop Galamsey now! Stop Galamsey now! Free the SHS! Free the SHS! Stop Galamsey now! Stop Galamsey now! Free the SHS! Free the SHS! Stop Galamsey now! Stop Galamsey now! Free the SHS! Stop Galamsey now! Stop Galamsey now!
MPP or NDC, especially MPP, not MPP party. Look, if our friends, if our brothers and sisters were burning down MPP flags, they were tearing MPP posters and NDC posters, is that what you term as destroying state property? Is MPP in Ghana or Ghana is in MPP? Who was burning Ghana flag at that day? Who was burning Ghana flag at that time? Is it not right for us to demonstrate? Didn't you go to the court to seek permission to demonstrate? So did the police have any right to attempt to tow our car away? That was rather illegal. And Oliver removed the key and threw it back to them. He said he's never seen that before. Hey, Ghana and Yamudia, you should know that Ghana, 170, 80 now more on a year.
We should never allow religion to divide us. The MPP brings people together. We have fought elections on issues. We have elected people on merit. We will not make elections a fight about you being a Muslim or you being a Christian. It is about what you can do for the people of Ghana, your vision and what you can do. So let us stick to the issue.
Your Excellencies, I'm aware that last week's bipartisan passage by Parliament of the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill on a private member's motion has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic community and among some friends of Ghana that she may be turning her back on her hitherto enviable, long-standing record on human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law. I want to assure you that no such backsliding will be contemplated or occasioned. I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into the details of the origin of this proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted in the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision of the court before any action is taken. The operation of the institutions of the Ghanaian state will determine the future trajectory of the rule of law and human rights compliance in our country.
Ghana was born the same year we were born, in 1957. Ghana and South Korea had their independence dates on the same day, the same year. But look where South Korea is. South Korea is by nature not a Christian nation. South Korea by nature are Buddhists. China, which is the next large world economy, they have stated that in the next 10 years, 20% of the Chinese people will be multimillionaires. That means almost 450 million Chinese will be millionaires. They are not Christians, they are Buddhists. The Japanese are Shintoists. Those in Indonesia and Malaysia are Muslims. It's not about praising God and hallelujah and a great thank you, Jesus. It's about possessing an understanding as to how things work.
In our collective successes, and share responsibility for our setbacks, if any. And at the time of reckoning, Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I will not, in the advancement of self-serving ambition, declare to the whole world that I was only the driver's mate. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before I go on to other important matters, please let me state my understanding of where we are as a country, as a nation, and the implications of what lay ahead. The election ahead is not so much about Ghana making history, although that is important. It is not so much about returning a competent president back to power. It is not even about producing the first woman vice president. Historical and exciting though these are, it is not only about bringing the NDC back to power, although that is indispensable in our current circumstances. The elections ahead and winning them is about winning elections for a purpose. The purpose goes beyond those enumerated above.
Mahama and Northern. Assuming he wins, we're Northern. Ayarega Northern. Ubenya other Northern.
Come come into media can move if me president didn't even go Mecca. Does it make sense?
But I still have one more task to do, and that is all my strength, all my energy to help the new flag bearer, to help Mama Baumia win the election of 2024. Ghana cannot afford the return of the NDC, especially under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama. So let's all pull together. If I want to come home, we have to go and campaign. Let's be about easy my head. That's so they were receiving Cassia. The Bakuya way you move, and Kukutune is the so you walk. The Kakupon been paying quite my head. And we will be here so Abayafa on 27 January, 7 December 2020.
The World Bank has ranked Ghana first with the highest food price increases between January and October this year. Inflation rate of 122% in sub-Saharan Africa. Mr. Speaker, I was of the view that the budget was going to put in place mechanisms to bring down food prices, to alleviate the plight of Ghanaians. Unfortunately, the introduction of the 23 new taxes will further increase the price of food in our country. And so, Mr. Speaker, reading through the budget for 2023 and comparing the content with that of 2022, I came into a simple conclusion that in 2022, the government and Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo chastised Ghanaians with whips. But in 2023, he is going to chastise Ghanaians with scorpions.
On 24 July 2023, the office placed Ms. Dapaah under arrest on charges of corruption and corruption-related offenses. The office subsequently conducted searches in 3 residential properties associated with Ms. Dapaah and Mr. Osei Kufuor at cantonments, Abelemkpe and Tesano in Accra.
The searches, which were carried out over a period of 2 weeks, led to the discovery of the cash sums of 590,000 United States dollars and 2,730,000 cedis. Ms. Dapa and Mr. Osei-Kuffour could not readily provide a reasonable explanation as to the sources of the cash sums. Authorized officers of the office seized the discovered cash sums on reasonable grounds that they were suspected tainted property, in accordance with Section 32(1) of the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017, Act 959, as it was necessary to exercise the power of seizure to prevent concealment of the cash sums. The Special Prosecutor, considering it necessary to facilitate the investigations, issued a freezing order against the bank accounts and investments of Ms. Dapa, domiciled at Prudential Bank Limited and Societe Generale Ghana. Upon the refusal by the High Court to confirm the freezing and seizure orders in August 2023, the office re-seized the cash sums and refroze the bank accounts and investments and applied to the court again for confirmation. In FT 0074-2023, the Special Prosecutor versus Cecilia Abena Dapa and Daniel Osei-Kuffour. Extensive investigation was conducted on 24 July 2023. The office placed Ms. Dapa under arrest on charges of corruption and corruption-related offenses. The office subsequently conducted searches in 3 residential properties associated with Ms. Dapa and Mr. Osei-Kuffour at Cantonments, Abelemkpe, and Tesano in Accra. The searches, which were carried out over a period of 2 weeks, led to the discovery of the cash sums of 590,000 United States dollars and 2,730,000 cedis. Ms. Dapa and Mr. Osei-Kuffour could not readily provide a reasonable explanation as to the sources of the cash sums. Authorized officers of the office seized the discovered cash sums on reasonable grounds that they were suspected tainted property, in accordance with Section 32(1) of the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017, Act 959, as it was necessary to exercise the power of seizure to prevent concealment of the cash sums. The Special Prosecutor, considering it necessary to facilitate the investigations, issued a freezing order against the bank accounts and investments of Ms. Dapa, domiciled at Prudential Bank Limited and Societe Generale Ghana. Upon the refusal by the High Court to confirm the freezing and seizure orders in August 2023, the office re-seized the cash sums and refroze the bank accounts and investments and applied to the court again for confirmation. In FT 0074-2023, the Special Prosecutor versus Cecilia Abena Dapa and Daniel Osei-Kuffour. Extensive investigation was conducted in-country involving 20 persons and 3 state institutions, and especially in the Ashanti region, to establish the financial standing of Ms. Dapa's deceased brother during his lifetime and at the time of his death, since it was alleged a substantial portion of the cash sums belonged to Ms. Dapa's deceased brother. From October 2023, investigation became cross-border and transboundary upon the claim by the persons of interest that part of the seized cash sums was transported to Ghana from the United States. For that reason, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, of the United States became involved in a collaborative investigative work with the office on the matter. Investigation has been aimed at determining the sources of the large cash sums associated with Ms. Dapa and Mr. Osei-Kuffour. The office has had the benefit of 7 months of in-country and 4 months of collaborative transboundary investigation. Members of the press, on the totality of the gathered evidence and intelligence, it seems to us that the case is largely in the province of suspected money laundering and structuring. By operation of law, Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, has a specific and direct mandate in respect of suspected cases of money laundering and its attendant activity of structuring. Of the Special Prosecutor is referring the case to EOCO for continued investigation and further action. The office will be in close collaboration with EOCO and continued collaboration with the FBI. A little over an hour ago, the office discontinued its application that was pending before the High Court for a confirmation of the seizure and freezing orders in pursuance of the referral of the case to Yoko. The court ordered that the office should return the cash sums and defreeze the accounts of an investment of Ms. Dapaah within 72 hours. The office also discontinued the procedural criminal charge against Ms. Dapaah for failure to return forms on declaration of property and income, since that was mounted on the original application for confirmation of the seizure and freezing orders, which was discontinued earlier in time.
People Party talks about we have a man, we have a man, we have a man. If you have a man without unity, you don't have the mind. Listen, because if the men are there and they are not united, they will not give you their brains. The party will suffer and the nation will suffer. They will sit down and watch. They want someone to fail for them to take the baton. But you don't want to. Let me tell you, if the group fail, if the nation fail, you have failed. Maybe you called a wrong person to speak today. The Greek word for division is not what we are saying. The Greek word for division is not party, it's not groupings. It's the Greek word is you tear apart. If the party in power is not united, the country will suffer.
Over 32 years, NDC, any MPP Babam, dear Esa Magana Koyanimo. If you are one better Yamanako and Kagani any problem. Because I Obi was seen if he is so grand from the top of Muda, and then Nian said Dum so, Yesiano, and so Abba, Yaqua, Naba, so we are Juma. Wakati asumudi, asumudi amukana mkotraze. Wakati asumudi, duma woya, anu wakati ana wunya, anuti. Sa NDC ni MPP, every year sa, actually not still. Kosi, tikani uboto mudia, na sa usisam.
Muntu me wana demba party mo. Want to me no one I did back party. Momisano. And then want to me I was yet dead to a canino. So we'll be done as ya and Santa Martina so done as it. Men and my son is at the bar party. Now who is want to me? Say want to me. Me and I'm within the bar party. Now I've been punting up within the bar party. Or a businessman. Small time businessman. 2005. They cook Kumasi. You know, who make a chair. No one will in this year. Now, I saw almost for too long. Until I'm a maker, I saw almost watch it. Now, you can't party as I want to mean Jano, or maybe dictating. Or one they are approaching me, say, one yes, and Kobe politics were Canada. Then one more share the way I may am a politics, you know. Enemy sama maker, enemy needs your dear Hunodia. Say, I am passing me, say, Meko, a contested for MPP's idea. Obedi mechi. Na first na me di se dia aso agro. Afa mi do kwase no aba. Onu afem no aye na muza. O ye serious. Me so sa time no de. The same time me you. Na me pe I say mrantia o mu work courage ni ade no. Nhu so ye sure. Me na me show nsa. E de no call the business of a constituency. Bosomche constituency. O say o no free. Me saw Nisa, me can't say any chairman. So I can't be German also party. No, he became chairman. Yeah, the chairman. What was so cheap? Want to me, Eddie Machino. What China, what I say, chief campaigner. Me can't abona basso. Say, or you're smart who say, Alan, and a bit to me are guiding into politics. But a trade no more in the social pa. A social na dachi se obi bua ma onya baby sia me nya na bro. Say what him say after obey you know. obedi chairman so na mu sa o keka no ho nya na me so ne sa esa de le ma chairman for no say yenye the regional chairman ask him me ye the regional chairman na afi wanya ba dia isi awia na afi aya say afi de na unkwani ayi nipa ukasa eso bia anti ana meti say wo ye campaign against me to cancel my kase na ara no ye say ya me ni problem bia but you too no for pa because be your papa kai daddy so I say if you wo menya o hwe na person who support you bia there's no problem we between edinachi but say wo ye open campaign against me problem is saying we are regional chairman na say yeah so you're supposed to be fair and I'm one I want why cheerleader na odu na okika ze ba no put the infant to nchen so see yenyi me posters are me no hasem dia ka ebi say menye aspirant and say me photo ebo ha ana ebi a osi yenyi a.
Most African politicians, I'm very reluctant to use the word leaders when I make reference to most African politicians. They occupy positions of leadership, but they are not leaders, most of them. First of all, the intention with which they enter into leadership is the problem. They seek office because they love power and privilege and opportunity that it provides to them. They want to become wealthy. And the easiest and shortest avenue to wealth in Africa today is public office. With the minimum effort, you become a multi-millionaire. They go there in order to be worshipped. And they go there not to do the right thing. And once they have been in office, they do so many wrong things that it becomes dangerous for them to leave office. So their continued occupation of office is also to ensure that they enjoy immunity that comes with office.
If you want to get wealth without working for it at all, join African politics. That is the truth everywhere in Africa except for very few places. The only place that stands out now in that regard is Tanzania with President John Pombe Magufuli. The rest in Africa, I do not know. Excuse me, I'm a visitor. They hunt and gather buildings and cars and money. And that is why African leadership does not attract our best men and women. And African electorate also responds to money. I do not know whether it happens here in Africa, in Ghana. The African electorate also expects to be bribed. If you want to get wealth without working for it at all, join African politics. That is the truth everywhere in Africa except for very few places. The only place that stands out now in that regard is Tanzania with President John Pombe Magufuli. The rest in Africa, I do not know. Excuse me, I'm a visitor. They hunt and gather buildings and cars and money. And that is why African leadership does not attract our best men and women. And African electorate also responds to money. I do not know whether it happens here in Africa, in Ghana. The African electorate also expects to be bribed. Ghana was born the same year we were born, in 1957. Ghana and South Korea had their independence date on the same day, the same year. But look where South Korea is. South Korea is by nature not a Christian nation. South Korea by nature are Buddhist. China, which is the next large world economy, they have stated that in the next 10 years, 20% of the Chinese people will be multi-millionaires. That means almost 450 million Chinese will be millionaires. They are not Christians, they are Buddhists. The Japanese are Shintoists. Those in Indonesia and Malaysia are Muslims. It's not about praising God and hallelujah and a great thank you, Jesus. It's about possessing an understanding as to how things work. Ghana was born the same year we were born, in 1957. Ghana and South Korea had their independence dates on the same day, the same year. But look where South Korea is. South Korea is by nature not a Christian nation. South Korea by nature are Buddhists. China, which is the next large world economy, they have stated that in the next 10 years, 20% of the Chinese people will be multi-millionaires. That means almost 450 million Chinese will be millionaires. They are not Christians, they are Buddhists. The Japanese are Shintoists. Those in Indonesia and Malaysia are Muslims. It's not about praising God and hallelujah and a great thank you, Jesus. It's about possessing an understanding as to how things work.
Despite the sacrifice I made to guide the party, as we said about, there were very serious post-primary attacks on my supporters all over the country and an open show of frustration. Some of my supporters were victims of brutality and continue to bear the scars of that thing. I made several representations to the then leadership of the party, drawing their attention to the rancorous and divisive behavior of some elements. Regrettably, however, my representation went unheeded. As a consequence, I gave notice of my decision to resign from the party in protest against the blatant alienation of my support orchestrated by elements aligned to the leadership of the party at that time. The protests and reactions from the rank and file of the party at that time all over the country compelled the then chairman of the party to constitute a reconciliation committee chaired by the then immediate past chairman of the party, Ambassador Samuel Odoisa. The committee upheld all my submissions and prevailed upon me to rescind my decision to retire, which I did with a firm promise to address all the potential I raised in my notice of resignation. Unfortunately, however, all the promises made by the party leadership were never fulfilled, and indeed, the divisive, hostile attack on my person and my supporters remained for several years thereafter and have continued today. It is common knowledge that any party member who is associated directly or indirectly with our 17 is treated with disdain and considered an outcast.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall never wander. He makes me lie down in greener pastures. He lead me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, I walk through the shadow of valley of death. I shall fear no evil, for thy rod, thy staff, they comfort me. He prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemies. He anoints my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. This is coming from Psalm 23. Time checking the studio is 20 minutes past 8 o'clock. It is the 7th day in the month of December 2024. Wherever you find yourself, you are under the sound of the voice of your host on the biggest and the largest show, Boardroom, live on Sky 102.1 FM, WCRM. The name is a jingle. Maybe I will be able to record about a year as a video show, and it might be a so. It is a boardroom. Boardroom about what come women down the Pediano, so Bremo, copy me, non do breso. And then about to a coso, a Ghana. And the enemy, you may be home, come on. You look up your Yahoo Bobby. I couldn't come on every Ghana. Yahoo, yet here, the air coso, about to obey. And then about to day. I bet your format last year, come on. America will say, hey, the Speaker of Parliament of Ghana, Ora Aban Sumana Bagmena, or we call it a year Parliament on the 16th of December 2024. We end in Samarubobi, and the Yemen who come off our Casa video. So, what you have because some of you know, Adaha, Sky 102.1 FM, WCRM. We are streaming live on Facebook, streaming live on YouTube. What else of a camera of you know? You might even ask us, I don't know. Yeah, quiet him, yeah, quiet him, yeah, quiet him. All right, as you for the you know, as just one, the chassis and sending a two piano. You know, what they say, they call a Ghana, yeah, but you and a young pedophobia and Como, and then I am told them to know, be busy, our Ghana. I'm off for a check, the air cost, so I'm for the last one, a quack twaba, any I didn't know. You push on one of the Donano, into me, any Bimuka say, into me, and yet, if you know, but, and you're almost 40, we go and ne, a busy day, a year Ghana. Ghana echo take a decision on for the next 4 years. Nipa on person or Omudi or more edim, a ban on my penny afterma, or my omo agina, I got to Mosaba, a bamma semi of force of Musua, almost agina, almost a month for to Mosaba, yeah, say the next 4 years, you know. Say that they are a Tanaka say, Parliamenta, a year, a buy, and also Omoda so, you know, almost disappointed Ghana for Cacrano. You say, next Parliament, a bansono, and decision for me taking a bad decision, a bebois. Omo twetwe so onabo pulele ha muchacho eso fidie ma ye hwani mu se na Japan so ba beka yensa na edi dwumade no ahyehye so on Sky 102.1 America wo se nyame yadoma next week ye be ye last show for the year na de ye course so boardroom bia so no ye de atodwa ye kasa fidie so da yakopon yadoma atiefo de ahwefo so mo so mo suggestion bi se bibi wo se ye improve on it wo so nya konya enso e de abrain na se dia bibia ka se de o twasa enim se de chi achia no yeso yetimi atentire doma se de be ya abibia no ebetuma somo ya somo eye esompa because of meeting ene na kwabna ajima na tingo ra betimi afreme ha Sky 102.1 WCRM anabo me mo agwa
ya miao
ibia bokode
ya miao to ajingo
we da no mo nyuno
hey I swear ajingo
e fo mo so ay tro
ha
yeah
ajingo easy
easy nipa nantem
hu ne entete ho
Ah, so we catch you.
And I was like, I see this entity home.
Entity home.
You go make a fee.
It will go negative. It will go negative.
I don't pay 21.
Now, what's try? I hope you want to know something now. Meeting go, is our will be got, we be up. I don't go via. What are not shame? But all the same, no. Oh, I can't be the
I respect you guys. That's a good thing. I move 4 or 5 years near you. Come to chairman. I salute you guys.
So I call you about you. I was appreciating myself for no daughter.
Yeah.
Good dear,
I salute.
And I want to go. Yeah, Charlie.
I'm happy.
What be friend from life? Because I said, "Oh, we want to take a crowd. Oh, be able to have one on your day." On tea. Oh, they say, aha. You was it?
I'll take a crowd.
Yes. Was it?
This is ramming way.
Yes. Yeah, I'll take a crowd. On tea. What they say? Now we go, sir. What was it? Opia. Like I said, she would have to tell you, we was to be coming so a craja. Whether or not the moon you 2 months, so. But what you would not take a crowd. What's it? Take a crowd. Not if you back up. Never come in, sir. If you don't hear your bones,
survival.
I couldn't say, it was a party. I say, you saw it. Oh, no, never say Jackrana. Now we'll be able to tell you. We know high power. We know a high power. Jack, a high power.
So, you do me down on my say, you know. What's a couple of new German?
Jack, maybe I was a bit papa and the Tiano.
That's all, yeah.
What is it?
Everybody didn't I was in university do.
As a man, okay.
You have one on mine cost one in everywhere.
Oh, why you magic can go to who go over time?
Maybe no time.
We don't go appointment. Yeah, now this week I go over time. I'm a person commanding a kayak and come and
I would for what time 17. What you music moment be and maybe no over time.
So don't come. When you consolidate fund.
May you film. Oh, look at you and call. May you film that. Women are control by machine. Ah, better a year, Ghana. William, I'm more.
Yeah,
you are for it.
Ah, but that is your man. You in your man,
yeah, yeah. Now what you be come a day. Oh, yeah, and your bad, sir. All right. But make sure if you're not
yeah.
And then Ghana, if I can say, Yijina, Yijina Kono, a constitutional, you be soon couldn't. We say, we are singing, I say, one of us multi democracy, and I say, one of us say, I walk on kind of democracy. Yeah. The Hesse, yes, is in every year, we Charlie. You have said, I don't know, you know. Now, as soon as any Korea, ye penal, and not to me, Abamo. Or I wanted to take also a fear so far, elections and
so far. No, I'm a Tifo near Adishia, AFA, all the social media platforms, and so on, traditional media and radio, a church on the one song Gibre, now Muti and Sem. The Biajingo maker say, the higher ya Kunyanya, ya Babetme. And yes, a chair will be. Yeah. There will be a service in previous. Unimpa any Disney. Nakunya no Mayenia. And we also saw an eye and himself. We saw on the address to see a pet. Which now no one I didn't say Sunday in I say sign. So my father to my pa a friend. Now can you on the day? Sanka, if you crew my bow be man to say, a baby beauty. Yes, I was funny a bit tiny, a calcul moon sem. So be a betty. Say, I'll be I feel at home. We'll be able to say Ghana, na Sao, Columbus, or how you hand say. Intino, your child be a new brand of BTA. I didn't go Ghana election, a jabo, a janya, a babitu. So I'm seeing young ye. This is you pure to be a friend, or there be a cast election, say a 3 stages, no. You before, during, and after. Before now, become every. Before no, we don't know, so no be busy, and the last week, and during no so whatever the case. So far as in democracy, young Quadarimu, any market in America for it, Kofabai. I'm going over 100 years over or 200 years for democracy. Sometimes even during elections, 1 or 2 things happens. But I say, but young Ghana idea, afei na yɛ soso no yɛkɔ anim kakra ɛnɛ yɛ asogyafoɔ koraa sɛbi mpɛduasa ama mu nka mu nhyehyɛ yɛ ho a ɔmu a na matwetuo na wabetu aban agu na wabɛtena so afirifie mmienu bosome ni saa no ma no bia nka Ghana deɛ ka since 1957 no nka yɛka sɛ yɛakɔ anim kakra nanso ama mu ntugu ntinu ma democracy no na yɛkɔ na yɛba but fourth republic ibae and then papa Jerry John Rawlings penso die betimi aka sɛ agina atintima yɛkɔ yɛnim ntina ma yɛnya experience kakra wɔ kwan fa so conduct elections mu elections na go through so many stages, I go through so many a year. This year is so dear. I know say innovations no ma bebree adebe abam. Yi sinema na ba so nwe na adwuma ye after I will declare results no. Ama whoever emerges the winner no honey be who say na adwuma no ekoyi ara sa anya be ankoyi. But now in the elections ne die near cost bia no I know say
honorable Mr. Oda waso ye wanum kakra ma me nkɔ ahoma no so quickly na bibia me mo ato so me wada roma me saka Dr. Solomon Foko kwatin ewa ahoma no so doc senior lecturer of Kumasi Technical University doc boy ya bribia wo boardroom so a odi ne nim de ene na dwenkyerɛ ɛfa ye topics ahodo ye de etu dwa no so ene voting day ene na Ghana make a decision for the next 4 years for the presidential and parliamentary elections. So, Doc, Kumasi Asante Mantem. Dr. Bemo Akaba about boardroom 102.1. So, it was Sky. Hello, Doc. Dr. Bachotim Kami Akaba. Yeah. Bachora Bibia Bakode.
I don't know if I go down there.
Yakupon Gusu, share, yes, so now, and what's my to Waba?
Oh, my toilet, but you know, monitoring, living number one.
Okay,
number one in case,
okay, as I got to the end of Petio. All right, now, Okwa, you're saying, and I said, one number, born to one year, Ransom, send a normal ACTA, Ghana so far. Teacher was Atema away.
Okay, I do know elections, how the one, it's after last 2 hours, 3 hours on. And you want to do old town, how be brave, Papa. I'm off of Uncle to now, they relax and then you see them rushing. So as you speak now, relaxation time, I'm off for relaxing a crowd. The Joko police stations are virtually almost empty. But I'm not just a month on 12, almost 2. And I feel one good thing is that police station, I'm on more than 500.
Okay.
More than 500. I'm on the 12, and Evanisana, and Mom could bomb Peter's first now. Then you put 2008. For one police station.
Okay.
So it's going on very smoothly, very, very well. If you are HSK, if you are not one ID card, and some of your brands are no more. And I'm very
hello, dog.
Anti-machine. You know, this is a verification. Machine opera, you are in Sana Pre. You do to train Muka Kranta when it's had to do. Other than that, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Smooth.
Nice, dog.
And this is only been a more hard to crowd there.
Dog, now, like
never been.
Like I said, Ekobasa, Yentimian very far. That is a wood not Sakoyan and Timin Tobano. Is there any other way be up? Which my
over to me too. I'm very far as the one year. Over to me too. What they do is your manual verification. Your phones will have a filling.
Okay.
Now that party for her phone. Then you go for Bano if you are over you need a police station you won't get 0.2% the current part. So animal and those.
Yeah,
do that those ones.
Dog, and to about born up about Okono. Sena, security, SM, baby, what's my friend?
security, you know, they are there. You know, because Ghana has I think no experience.
Yeah.
Some more to about beginning no problems, challenge here, it's 3 o'clock to 4 to 5, you know. How about a month for last hour skirmishes. So far, no, and also the security men are virtual on holiday.
Okay.
They are virtual on holiday. Almost head and yet. People are not giving them any way. Men about could be in the prison officer. You make a trouble of them and fuck one by 5 and 4. Men some a jink of fat. Maybe I all can set me coffin. I didn't make a the opposite to Oka. And my father, I have been doing it. You ultimately sound some a jink of the yellow sound of fire. And Grand Courage, Brian Harry, and Hardy. The security men they are virtually holiday now. And military and so patrol almost everywhere.
Okay.
So the troublemakers, you know, they are not getting their different day. The only thing about we need to be worried about was Opa Achumako Angoma.
Yeah, na kame ba ho. Yeah. Yeah, nyan tie say. Aha, yeah, nyan tie say NDC parliamentary candidate no ne ba bi kita 76 ballot papers bi
76. There be only free Yankopon no ading police force, so I can't even comment so much.
All right.
Temperature in NDC. As I did verification kayinesi echira odikukum. And vigilance amoche no. And now
hello, Doc.
On the NDC division, hello, NDC not temperature 9. And also much no. And NDC 4 also agent 3D4 almost also kakra. Omako use some machine be some device be kuta oma on the police for baako and oma sans confiscate e bi no de. No more hacking to the system now. Verification anyway no enya adwuma. So it was slowing the electoral processes no. No more hacking we want almost police for no artists uncle for no. So far these are some issues we are waiting me.
Doc,
reporting.
Masanya nanti say ase nipa binum efri Togo enso so ebe wura mu a police for esa aka wo ma almost one fa kwa person ebe wura mu ni nyina na say ko wo ba beto aba asa akọ wanya bibi sa bibi sa aba asante mantem ho.
I can't comment on down the Togo any asante mantem di mutu the voter region I can't comment so much on that.
Okay.
I can't comment so much on that. But in China, these are the issues that can cry. I think that it will talking about. These are some few issues, guys. And how can say. And this is for they are too much like they want to do everything possible to get the vote into the district, which to me I don't know. Because with the 76, let's be what will happen is that there will be overvoting. Overvoting, so you have to cancel elections in that particular polling station. Yeah. And that was their motive. That was their motive. We can't go and say but who knows other places staff will be at their cooperation. They are so public and then it's like, and you know what but they won't buy it.
I mean, we experience about two experience about 2 more any day. Ghana and I say they drew Yabatona yepe last minute. So far, baby, our corner they know a year voter a year turnout no say the city encouraging as compared to a year previous elections. Because I go to Ghana.
Encouraging. Also, we know. This time around police stations on the Briaka.
Okay.
Almost 20 police stations in the brain, only new ones in Briaka.
Yeah.
There are about a Nippon endorsed for each particular police station. So you won't see those kind of. So why you must be brain, you won't see those things there.
Okay.
So I'm here because I'm on for my favor. And for 12:30, I have a verification. more than half at most of the police stations.
Okay.
Especially rural centers, almost to abandoned them. Also, sorry, I know, come here, I know.
Sir.
Okay, few come to one.
Sir.
I say the chat is Gaga, I know any girls on the whole line, only in my children.
All right, Doc. Oh there. Baby, I don't come on for me, Jana. Walk to what? A year, would you be there with you? So I have say, Ultra Sada. I can't be down. I am on for that. Aha, but say, I am on for that. But all the same, no. And one of our canoe, they can't work on only say all fast enemy. Into a job. One am one ana must be so. One am one ana must be so.
Please wait.
All right.
Has been put on.
My infa dog is here. Dog a pro and answer or two number we no. And I'm the surveys who do or more a year as lectures and into also on a moi or one casadation the air course or Santiman was the same or in any actually or air or boise impatemo or mugusuana or more air pro. I said the air course or election day air course or Ghana. Yes, say, Ghana for be elected a year president, Ghana for be elected or members of parliament or meeting me Mudiama or more. Said I be a mining punto or meeting me a coso or man and chicheno, betting my course 7 years, Tima before a pen or honorable. My Miss Abra, hope you meet. That was the young man, Mendigusha, now Doctor Ebem. Yeah.
A do election say, speculations never be breed a bem. And that, and we could be ways and means. Yeah. Don't forget elections there. We call strat or you call campaign you be area. And then and our new man about you and then the best one. Yeah. What I say? And to be able to find so many means to make sure say you man with you. We know about campaign in area about the selection them from. I die to abandon that. Banya konya collections. Almost 6 times. Yeah. A lot of things.
We're about to remember yeah, because John Becker said fear delegates. Oh, so you fear voters.
Fear voters.
What the crowd
yeah. I think I can say elections no. The cost why change this even very bad. So also why you Juma you na Juhudia. But people now they go gumuno. Now go create over voting here cancel. So you for so many also.
So no.
We always call for free and fair elections. Yeah. So these are some of the things that will say security for more money down. Yeah. And even challenge we came cry. Will be a bit chinwo. Sa na mobile towards the election. You manifested the full rigors of the law.
It doesn't matter your party colors.
Exactly. I'm telling you, irrespective of political party. No. Yeah. So baby survives the terror. You pe clean. You per se do be America for drone bio. You per se do be advanced countries.
You know what I be
bear ho. Yeah. What I say? It in say an shas here and twase bia anto ho. Na da bia no, ye makwan a. Sa je bia last 4 years, last 8 years, last 12 years no. Ye chichi bi and ye jelly bi and ye sa na na ka this time no. We be say, "Hey, we ye say you can no komi pe bi konko ye bi." Enti ba na no kra no say fast track court to be on no more. I will say it to me ye investigation then. Because where do you get it? Don't be crying and they campaign. Election the campaign. Yeah. It is a dummy voters a year the educational. Say whatever it is no. You shouldn't possess any election material. How much should they are tampering? What they call him?
Yeah, verify.
Yeah, verify. Who need excuse to be? Who think that's on the coach radio? Or the coach no agents? Who the coach no be that? What's a name? So these are some of those things. Electrical gadgets issue. So I had it this morning.
I think for that aspect, so what's a security so for Abaso?
Exactly.
What's a bomb Abaso? Say no more beside no more to me and one.
Who in term?
Oh yes.
Nina inside vigilance. Vigilance now. What I say? I will say a bomb Abaso near Walkan. And there's don't also rule and yet possible. Yeah. Say you can get a gadget. And the crowd phone, mobile phone, if you cry, waiting me app, we wait my download it. Now if you're there, hack your system, no. Say, but yeah, the intention is that a opposition stronghold. Yeah, it's the youngest science and the bear. Depending to be the best disenfranchised you, then depending being to me, quite Emmet because I'm comfortable, I'm a to Wabanoa. Now, maybe stronghold in the footing betoa. na many opportunity many then you see some of these things there be African democracy na enkoso and obi so to one man no say e kwa wo fast no so sisi no na so no kofo so and no the esiani na the bia African kwa even democracy exchange of ideas. Somebody will tell is Joe, not war. If you're John, you can't someone explain your home now. The obetias, and your war, you're going to come. But the whole Saturday faculty can be sure. We should to one says, now one person is one time our soon and can a stronghold. No, so have a faculty, so no, so about energy. I know some politicians, I saw them the issue there. I saw them, they can be viable, but say, oh, yeah, idea. Now, if you have political expediency advantage, so yeah, they are careful, be so retaliate. And now, so the USS I sophisticated, the USS could do no. Oh, yeah, betcha. Toman can be answered, Muda. But my worries, so we're near who now. What about elsewhere? No, quickly now, some past information, no, and my respective constituency executives, normal descending from the electoral area, then. Police station for many alert. Now one check is NDC for this is what they are doing. They have gotten some gadgets here. I would intercept machines in the machining performing nicely and perfectly. So they are a bit slow process now be doing numero. Now depend me on trouble. He's now idea say Omutimi chair police station in Mubin. Once again, everybody my boss. So I can queue. Send the panel so big to me so any some franchise. And I didn't go. Let me tell you, to a bar, a right to a political right. And he said, oh, you'll be our qualified on your mind. No, now you're lunatic, patriotic. Not for any religious reasons. One opposite of a now. Nobody should deny you. I'm telling you, it's if anything be deny you from a sister as a writer. You can't a writer of a constitutional. Adebia, I was say, oh yeah, debe on Saka, right to education, if you right to live, political rights, so many rights for patriot democracy. If you rights now quite exercise as a citizen, well, so all enjoy rights now, all obligations are performing. Patriot I say, to our rights and our duties. Into abandon the provided animal not to one, no so Saka, survive with the 3 years. Now say. Bibi to be bagage to be and I say if you know one thing I got to about it's now all right. Yeah. That's why you can take them on. That's what they make an say. It's let us not deny. Also, why would you maybe have a campaign every day? Why should you deny somebody from voting? Yeah. What I say? This day I did bet me I buy in the eye. Me do some college my friend Jericho project. We will refuse be free ni palace or from Akotoaba. That is it. But say young faculty can be a some Machiavellian tactics and this from machine cost high intimidate you in a trim. Refuse go from conform to Abba, and you book of fruit be about that as a police in probably you have a dual trade, and if your delegates now one can. What I say, and that is what should happen. But say me ma will be me deny will be me fa much for say whatever. And until we are not to question me join you and you para video also. So what I'm saying is that we should.
But your reporters so any be who be so baby wa in Grand Party mo baby o ha MPB or Tiswa or say say is at about no e di nuane ne ade go pick up ma or you could do voting area or an center or voters in so mo pe ko che nuane am
many people go and with people go say go am nuane right you go constituency
e go pick up ma say e move from
Sabi Nkwasisa.
Maybe I appreciate saying anybody free for
now video.
Anybody free for what's it called? One video I make up. One was that video.
That was say Israel. So my man ko yebi or the Joma.
Also ko yebi o.
Yes, asa ko yebi.
We
this one they no more GGO.
We abekuma.
Hey,
abekuma.
And mami we zuzu.
Oh, the Macra. All right, honorable. All right, Mammy. And therefore, 102.1. Meaning, maybe a muchacho, and no, or fire. They say, and no buying in some of the customer is here. Okay, you want
some baniaka.
Minya sesi asama kan na meka ho asem but all they say we to adwuma so aha eye boardroom so na wasugo a wutie a wo hweye ba bia wo bia no e de nchia sonko de mo omo etemra omo ehweye ma me fa nchia sonko ma da se bo nsia ba bio na nansia eye Newark na wo New Jersey be de nchia sonko de ma wo na ntiwa ba ko pe o Columbus Ohio
na Columbus
Ohio me tell carpet me be cables no HSN na ntiwa
na show up
na ntiwa Columbus Ohio na so de nchia sonko na e de ma wo be bia wo bia
ye pe wasam ti ma ye hu wa me hu e be
ye mo akwaba e ba eye Columbus right na ti no so what ye nkra so a me entonka me entonka Mojajo.
Yeah, I mean, you have a blind man.
I am moving straight away, and then the discussion in is about 2024 elections. I also Ghana.
You mentioned at you for I heard for a jabo, a Jananya, Sasania Canada. Na yeda Yanko because it's a whole journey of 4 years. Na Yabeda Yamias said Dano. Otimi de Ghana ebedum pempen so say. Now election is before, after, during, and then after. Until before no there. Yamena kakaka titin sem bebre yem so yetre fidie so kasa bebre yeche adwen eti for so chiro madwen na sisi yedu during election until no ne wo mu sisi na yenim se ebe ye jojo na after election so e de asumdu aba election there ohwe Africa Ghana ya yakoyanim efi 1992 ebesisa ya yesisa constitution to democracy no Ghana etumpon election ntine ya reforms bebre ntime no say enebe ya dabia yepese ya chire wiase ne Africa nyina say Ghana a beacon to democracy no yakoyanim na wentwini die na ebeba. And we praise enya de best quality ade sunsan so boni bia abo mo animu eno de basa ebe ha adwen bebre election the before no niam bebre si ohwe US akwa anse bebre si enia ya papa ya elect no akaka Kevin Kobi yi na so afri ho ni nyina ye election niam ya anya election okogina campaign so ya enka we nyina anya de amba. Yes, we had them so sa o de be chu say ade be chu be tie say and then me be anam na kasa kan am so election there is between MPP and NDC obia person using a strategy the way and you go oh ya pa chu do
and the others
yes but mo ha dwen pa obo ha dwen pa election no obo nyina play the same role but they always accuse each other say we are but to me obi eyebi obia fa ne strategy a opeso de the area election no obia fa strategy opeso de born vote mu ban so I say and obia so opeso sebe ofa kwati kwan bi wiem no so obi eyebi
na mafia
mafia school no obi eyebi nya ndisi nkwa bibi nkwa omu nyina they all doing it but why they anya lucky no na yeah, yeah, so oh yeah, I'm a follow election bebre. Yeah, I mean them go for 7 yetimi mu uniforms share. Why they are not military or service people just to go and protect electoral boxes, election material go this what I say. They said that Peking Kofu could train purposely for the election. It's not only for MPP or it's not only for NDC. Both sides that is our country na you sana yet na nim say kakanka ye koyenim no ye besesa na me adom so ye nana Kufuado nana gaga ba won so akoto na ba ochebi se ne de bia oye no one ne Rebecca akoto ma ba fefefe a chese enika Dr. Baumiaso akoto ne de opebri welwele the polling station no welwele na nka me dey ade say dem do na do nse be ni polling station school na wo no koto aba no many anje ho enkoyi Ntinka on fanye
Nanitua.
Only Kumo do my offense.
Police station.
But police station koto about I didn't like the structures of that school. Yeah, and come media menena and come to about and come in your bibi or nanka dache. Yakaza hana nana na to aba. I know this school die. Oh yeah, it's
na
some person actions so the BHS at least
we
oh we papa we kan ba ne eti nana Akufo-Addo akoto na ba fe one na yiri Rebecca eni ka fe achese obia zo nu bebi otokoye madam for frame this year was on an atomala cash now so that's so the automobile is okay yeah so automala cash automobile and your papa Dr. Mahon Baumiaso akotone there our Pebriga Presbyterian DA Primary School polling station Wale our northeast region on Sotoni there about 4 hours ago because I also to know some fly back to Accra. What I say, Samuel to one now was also. I said John Board do the ABC, maybe not John Board do our own Papa. It was a new rubber.
Yeah. But yeah, issues and no be a from other areas. Did say they become once them say Obia Ojina Bato. What did me and police stations are watching Mamma for? Is it good for Ghana democracy says Abria Ijina and I say you can make a decision. Are we supposed to be doing this?
Maybe I did be at 77 maybe a T4 fan every time. We shouldn't entertain such things in our country, Ghana.
Okay.
Children's home is there. Yeah. You can't go and no be all feel better about there. I don't know that I couldn't feel uncommon. And no jala motor about. And are you the one to feed them? As a mama, democracy as a too and I'm offering the to sell it too cheap.
Yeah.
Why are you feeding me to vote for you?
Yeah.
No. And also better me influencing the panel. And the Yanokano idea. I was a police who are preventing.
Okay.
You should entertain. Nipa ye momo biano police station. Electoral officers. Any party agents and I know party for on the day biano day. A bloom.
Yeah.
So I only biano party agent because omona afa more.
Yes. And almost more time for the whole day.
For the whole day. No be all have turn back on the other. I was a money biano. Oh, open as a moment.
All party agents.
A different. That one is allowed. No be a level better about there. You want to influence the person, which is wrong.
Yeah.
And you can say entertaining. Now, Ferroso.
Okay.
You ask me who is legal. I don't know whether I need to doing the special voting.
Yeah.
We say, yeah, Mame Hassan. Or the movie guy, no, John
Domelo, yeah.
Yeah, they had that confrontation. The woman was 7. I saw, say, police for the police the military
security personnel.
Yeah, they were taking it. I don't know whether there's any free man, but the woman was following the person who was sharing the food. But we cannot conclude them, but the woman was following the person who was sharing the food. I'm a criticism. What I say? How? And rather unfortunately, the police service security personnel so take away. When they telling me so much about take away, how much is take away? We ever gonna confirm be crying and that's when but why should you use food to influence people to vote for you?
Okay.
Just as I know many panel.
All right. My message for so as I am natural wiping me follow elections, you know. Ghana police. Service BBCBR on the statement ever two. They will say one issue official arrested at Kintampo South constituency in the Bono East region for electoral offences. The Ghana Police Service has arrested an electoral commission official at Kintampo South constituency in the Bono East region. The electoral offences during the ongoing general elections. The suspect, Derrick Joseph, is under investigation for issuing about 15 ballot papers to voters that omitted the first presidential candidate at the Apesika Bayere polling station. And no grass on channel, Oko, PMO, or Okakwe South, constituency in Accra. So one person has been arrested for possessing of weapon at St. Teresa School Police Station, a war Okakwe South constituency. The Ghana Police Service has arrested one person, Michael Alute, for possessing of weapon at the St. Teresa School Police Station in Okakwe South, a constituency. I mean, beside my way now, democracy, I mean, you move one, I say you grow, no. Idea, sorry.
And so, I did also Ghana, really. Also, and I signed him away, of course, like easy official. Yeah. I'm so ready this year. And
I have the pictures. Maybe I saw me report and I mean, also pictures, and so I can one.
Yeah. Before me, will be, sir. Yeah. It's, you know, you can't say, and yeah, dear Sunday, because this year, no, institutions be ARDB money effect. Any institution, WAEC, teacher phobia, or more examination, more practice. I think they were arrested, they detained them, some were sent to court and all that. I think it's, you know, I would say taking measures be against issue officials. Yeah. Also, the BCA, that's one thing you so. Yeah, terminating appointment. You shouldn't end there. Yeah. And can say Nipa no fun as a issue official. Near man sign documents there. This is your responsibility. Who go outside of this your responsibility, and these are the penalties or these are the implications. Oh, I just said they should educate them on that. Yes, are there. Some will be able to influence and Nemo so I say Nipa no say I know the Bemawa. Oh, Nipa and the button baby. Now no be influence $1,000 and Ghana CDB. Then go and do this, then you'll be arrested. So I say.
Then the other one, only security official. Why do you have to? I mean, take weapons.
Weapons.
Yeah, electoral area.
No, if it's registered, he's entitled for that weapon. Ghana, if you register your weapon
during election time,
no,
what the best they call
what they call honor is the problem.
That's what we are talking about.
Yeah, but he has
what they are called constituency.
Yeah, I know there
police station hold.
It's wrong.
What they say?
It's wrong. And then I'm doing the whole here. What they
and Nipa no so Nipa share MPP atade.
And I can say also mistake to can just say both parties the omoye.
Yeah. So I think before saying you know. And ne ankasa
Nipa ko so Nipa say party agent o.
Me say.
What the wife picture intro.
Me say.
When you the wife picture intro. Party agent o.
Me you go brand and them can say.
And elections now I can say and easy for free BCI constitutional instrument. I'm on my laws.
Yeah.
And they a laws be adwuma pa. It's any person, anyone who flouts the law no. The law should take its sort, irrespective of political affiliation. Yeah. The elections, let on your man be brave and come. Say now workers or NPP agent. And I'm my grand Nakakra.
Now you done a coma, a Okutani to the Kitana.
But you see, have we proved beyond doubt that he's an NPP agent? Because I did that come you print it.
No.
Doesn't matter. Room some special people at this.
Police station.
All these things no. Plan so ko di bon no ko ese ya. O shame people atade. Open a bit me aye. I will be there say bit me print it and petitions. Am I be there to this someone? It's possible. It's like about me.
We are not blaming one political party over here.
Very good. But the American say jingo. When you marry you know, ehun hia. Say develop advance of democracy mo ehun hia. E get say mo church o kan. Who di pa na o ko share yen no. Say people say this. What is kran na ma ho kwan as vessel. Wo no ma o ma ho kwan me yusu. Yeah. But what in the American say? I just go so ma ho kwan. I do go there confirm the by you excuse me. Who tell you how born dog with the about him say just calculate say money.
Tell grand ho.
Let that go. Who are going no nipa man na wu jira ho. You can't go into me approach you. Sometimes you be cheaping on. They are what American say. Politicians, men that be coming in the baby am near me my head as politics on the mechi honorable assembly member as this and that and that and that. Not the biana bibia na kai wo mo. Yeah. Uda asam na ko police station da pe bela ma wo. Na expensive Ghana am na me le media no. Ana asam na bibia me ye no.
Na me ko fa bro.
O ko fa me enu so na obonya me sa. What I say? It's near sometimes you to bitter truth American by no crack. na dem nya kan ba America na ga mam di mechi on abro na ma fe bi an she boton na mechi ama what dem can to give politician echi now no go feel ni tafre getting bi no di echi da who want to be ase look say this year before election year ya jail be 4 years the okase by down party recruitment then the boss ya jail 4 years opo 2 count but what's have concurrently 1 year then you back could be opo for them 4 years but you are trying to please somebody and how this can be but they don't want to walk on that simply we need we about the party on that's about what we need so never we need to pandora or party or other ex-convict ex-convict to Ghana so many things make me affect you sometimes I'm beyond your maybe any satisfied people being you maybe or be changing the president to be debating no yeah dear for the no it will not happen it shouldn't happen
all right but now charge your kasana
and now America say over social media this time now oko MPP platform of the NDC for actually wow oko NDC platform of the MPP for actually so and now both sides will be a and then America just the election we move both sides, they all want to do it.
NDC for now desperate.
It's why one year lucky no. Then they are so beautiful. Thank you. Why are you lose no? You never far come. Yeah. And now Obiaso bonnet their home by. So there because so far as our plan is 7 will be able. Or some plans is need the over there about mobile. So these are the strategies they use in our country called even US are. People were trying to beat Mahaki into the system. People were trying to divert. They will do it. And then I don't read about Romania. Our election has been cancelled because they have been hacked. Yeah. So as election results have been hacked, and they have to cancel it. That is how it is. It's in America's election, no dear. But Biani Chene.
Asama, what can I say? Yeah. Story be I mean, so I can see from submit the official platform. So also so they have so 4 MPP guys busted at Royal and hotel by 4 youth or Pokiase with cash, ballot papers, blah 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 blah.
So you get it,
you know,
So it's like that. Obia trying to best Obe I can't be about social media funny new sort and that is how it's going to be till 5 o'clock a bit close no. To say about Babano. Somewhere better to know will be NDC will MPP there and people will back NDC there. But let me tell you one of the director of research or say election no NDC was leading to November. Okay. And a bar negative. And the MPP are leading. And he's playing that NPP should tell their people to go and vote on their stronghold. If they're able to vote massively at their strongholds, they will lead by the percentage now. So, other end, is okay. If you leave these people, they are going to get it. They are their own stronghold. No, we have to use all means so that people will not go and vote. Yet, may overtake you more at their stronghold. And see, this is how you better in sensibility. You more police force was sending out the truth your first. I say, be basically and quickly no not or more act on it, and it's very good. No, the press conference and so I then as to or as I many problem the air coso. And it's very good. Said America. See, Romania cancelled presidential election results after alleged Russian meddling on TikToks or whatever. They use it to hack into the network. It's election there, and Ghana and all that program. No, it's all over the world. Why not faster? Obi the better, ever far and the technology now, very quick and very smart. So everybody will do whatever means to protect or to divert. Okay. Sort of say. See, that is how it's going to be. Peace is all in your okay. Send papa like you that can go now.
Yeah. Honorable. Quickly about any other man for so during elections and we'll take over and say.
Ajigo.
If say it's not for you or police station agents, now voters no and I'll go to tell you are you not influencing the decision of the people?
I didn't go question more than, but let me use myself as a case. It's my court elections that.
Sir.
Now apart from me, agency Johnny Biano, me mano a proso. Sinebea easy for no. I'm up on free and I bet now almost an operator number 5. What me so sorry, as we go didi. And this man.
But no, a water would and I was yes also my easy.
And you me back, I'm a idea. Ghana send elections I could do. Me say you do baby America they not do. I do know idea. We do know say what would you know?
Yeah.
Mrs. Morgana can they buy to me lecture area tables and chairs, canopies. I know say yes may provide. But I'm on mobile floor, whether they have taken their money, whatever reasons. Oh, now community, if you see so, can one I do? Police, you return, sorry, no return officer, police station officer, no, honorable, and everybody we have a trouble. As many as almost 30-something police stations, also make it available chairs and need to canopies. This are money in amount. If you say about
no, what would you have about one? Yeah, also, part of the top, but also provided Sanoman.
Did you say? Yeah, what district assembly elections?
Yeah.
As parents, no, we made that we contributed to get money to rent machine, canopy for public address in your manner by addressing community.
But with this national elections.
National elections,
no, easy are taking care of Sanoma. Do we have to allow candidates? So, providing no visa to electoral commission.
Yeah, and yet, so. But the person mentioned say, and the never soon team I drew. And as I be cannot come for body 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Also, honor who said there's only here be 6 or 4. Now he said not body 2 Navia. What do you do? And delay elections now, I get day.
But a work candidate was here.
Something here, why not? Why not?
Now, isn't not want to influence the decisions of the
the first the panel are providing yourself so start you with Juma, but compromise for Juma. And you need agreement so. If you compound so agree the chess or compromise it. Or so system process na content. It also someone say, hey, I providing I'm call for your baby atma. But now so just I'm going to compromise was my reputation is at stake. What they make can say? Now so them run agreement. That is it. But about again the na all chair. Say party agents no and what them are.
We party agents. Easy for nibi. Any party agents are voters no me vote no.
Now voters make massively said the no one here me say propaganda na no kwen so.
And the video evidence.
How many people can you feed?
And the no pick up
as experienced politician. The pani be crying a bit na bia nya I be quite here. And I menu aduane. No say t-shirt here this year. Ghana ya bato me. No man get bi o. We put some gas me nya t-shirt ti kura me nto aba.
Yeah.
Na we nya bi. And that's why you am we age bi am. What they make can say? And it's meant to aba. It is all to aba. And I'll take year collections. Last minute, we can to make myself chances. But to me, Momo dear. So, idea now cry peace name will come and answer the asthma. And are you sure, say, if you say the panel?
Yes, they pick up,
Right. There's another pick up. Let's say, be as a good different care more, maybe open a bit my but the main person say, it's no good. It's no good.
Yeah.
And the other crowd, the other come over you. The other crowd could hear them.
Yeah, everything we have. I say, me ever video and to his screen and so video no and I go laptop.
We are more said, I said, man. The other day, I know so called show party agents. What are some comedians for Adriani? There might be a easy phone to buy any Adriania. Fair enough. But the whole town, they are not saying the people trouble day. How do you now cry a risk? Or do you know I'm to my own way?
Yeah.
But no, depending to 1 year, 1 year. Alpha Bian, Alpha Bian. Yeah. But it's no good. The journey, I do quite there. Me to me, I always advise is now the idea check. And now the idea check. And that one, they have this different view all.
So, I mean, just 1 minute after a year and about 1 year, I'm married, you know. Dear now, we'll hear anymore. Say, or say. esi o Ghana
I did come here and we are sorry. As much as I'm saying NPP be soundly. I'm not expecting the election to go on runoff.
Okay.
I'm expecting to be one touch. So maybe save the country resources and so many things and time. What I say. I did be saying Empire Assembly. Okay. Jingo, Assembly, yes, maybe. I don't know, make time, and a pale frame. That's the reason so I'm seeing the make ever. Yeah. Because I know some platform, a coach. You to know my multiple for no tactful. I'm telling you. Assembly, yes, maybe. They don't know what constitute and don't want anymore a change them. And can man and kola. And nobody should think say Ghana de ya bro Saudi and so. Then could you in back? Yeah. I could be back apart from language. But could you at a point I'm far to come for a union. About trauma to be able to make Ghana. And this election attention. I'm expecting peace, peaceful elections. Ghana, so sin. Nipakobia. Abambeba, na Ghana ti hoda. And this ability bida, MPP ability bida. Ekoba as sa na change hands. Yeah. That the thing I will say to me to be ewu as NBC. No, I need I'm expecting peaceful elections. Okay. I'm also praying and people will win, but it should be peaceful. Okay. Now no be lose no akoma permanent na wase. No provide credible opposition. Yeah. But say we don't want anything. All right. Record you cry in the song. Say Ghana a peaceful country. Gateway to Africa. Will be about Ghana.
Not just Africa. We are West Africa. Yakasana West Africa. No. Asana you bought Ghana. Obi say Ghana de eyasubie. Yes. Am I? Into this election, no. Sa no man amanfo aka to no. Or say sa na ho no etimi da ho.
Exactly. Asem na pepe. You know so about on security. No me say I put you at my name, come out and be and I be to an amoya. I'm not nobody come. Where do you come from? Saka from Ghana. So wow, Ghana. I would like to go to that country. Yes. Can you take me there? I'm saying yes, I'll take you to Ghana. I know chairman Sam. I'm reckon you are be Pamasem. Why? I come from Ghana. What's Ghana? Wasem. Quickly now, no use the phone. No about say see whatever Ghana. Now you Ghana. So wow, it's very nice country. I like that. Yeah. And this you know, I say Guyana. Yeah. No, it's not Guyana. I come from Ghana, Africa. Africa, yeah. The land of gold. And
after this election, so no say Christmas no. I'm off to acquire any idea for Ghana. Yeah, motor say yeah. And also generate a lot of income. So with this election, everything me, I can almost say, oh, you go back to your root and I say your coffee. I go ahead and go we expect Saturday.
I need to be Ghana. And I didn't go with some idea here. I should be.
All right, my man. And yes, the same. You know, from the same question from William. Mojato, our situation after the elections.
Yeah, me come there and quite be as a minia pulele akasam. And say, peace, and yeah, because without peace, you know, intimate na studio, intimate studio, akwa kasa, baby, you know.
Because we have 4 feet.
We have 4 feet. But you have baby, so just you know. As soon as you fear, if you there, Okufia was as soon do fear, and you fear. So, Bawari for an Abema worry for a Niju fear. I'll coffee and say, and Toko fear was all cockra now raho. So just you know, peace and everywhere. So far as we want the best for the country. Yeah. Maybe vote to the and come vote to Dr. Baumia. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, no change in ano. Let's see, say Yabama Asumdi about during and after. Before no day we okay. So say I can you know can during and after no. Yes, Asumdi Baba. Na Obia obey we na dwen so de basabasa be wo jama police no mundi. Ninja say we always interfere. So the na na hard dwen no. So I say now we have a can see.
Now we offer putting offer say.
No. That's why he offer say. Ekuma police in TV na man ka say. Oh fi no me take kwa say bi kwa okuremu. So I say. What's so muja na mra no obi obi mistake bia and no emra no. And ni di. Na yenyina yenya sumde wo kru no yeah We all wish Ghana a peaceful election today. Say, your mammy move you, me say my mammy when you know be a to aba. Yeah, no makoto. Me yele do say bo Ghana be 3 o'clock and boko akoto ne.
Do gaga for no
boko akoto ne de.
Gaga for.
And my wife don't also no din fufu bi awi anza.
Sa o gina ho
mi wi a.
Enye afi na o bi to ko sam fufu na pa na wonda.
No so on your side. But on do beto as a Ghanaian. But on yes say o could delay akoha no ho and dem ne ya adwo me kan ka so on contem ne bo 5 for pressure be samba also on the bo betra o ko akoto enti yese nuanom mo akwantum so mo mfrefie no mo nkoto aba no o mo ma abusufo no nkoto
e ko botre o
enti o mo mfrefie because election so be effect on us here whether good or bad you know be feeling me so after getting the peace yanto abanzo anyi obi obe o mani ya o the pressure no be say bre wa ha asama meken we men kan boni o ba ye nyina nim se nkofu bebro wa o musu ju abusu na ka to free boto so ba so mani ye ya I don't think say nipa be fro at every month say me be school fees and I say me life bill and I say mami bibi mfanye say so say de bia me ka say Ghana for wa kontum no we dem fanche mi o say Ghana for no boy juma ba bro ni bi over time ko onye because no tian rent bia am say oni obi a o send this ka bia ko ma no ba bia
your life ni na hand to mouth
onye tian rent bia da kan hand to mouth
they live on their paycheck
sometimes but krom no o paycheck na ba na wo ko an wo be zele wo be sending ko fa na for one kasa de wo be do krom akwa no e to na bi ko na amasa na wo ko an so aba ba so na wo solve be problem and then amano na wo so problem until say o man ko ya tin say ye nyina no asundue ba mu na empuntu ba man ma me sure say pressure no be kofo because obi a wa adwuma e okuro no mu obi a obabi odi ni tiba to se kurum ha obi a odi obedi ede a I don't think say people have free education. I don't think so be very sorry for say me best school fees and I say my scam esma say why on you pressure no start abasa so ya wa anya so a ye be kasa ajungo timode so na nya ajungo na timode bia that period no now so cry bia also very big issue but the person will not understand it obaka team na head so na nya team na head if you want the best kro no be ye na ya so sika ka ke be ya na betima train boto o say nti ya guso enim sense bebrebe pie ba embo 5 no de na ya tete bebrebe na embo anwumre be ahomache be 12 no de
all right mame enko mama ma ensomna menko ahoma no so da me ne Gabriel Siru enkasa Gabriel hello Gabriel Gabriel ahoma no ntimi enyina so ose
enya Gabriel kay
okay who said the feeling city Gabriel boy ahoma dey say sa be ka Gabriel Siru ekasa de ma NDC amanyo ekuo no e wa Asante be kwai na ka Gabriel e kan fo ni kakra atre de ekoso e wo aproba wabo anasa atasa oto abade wie no de ekoso e wa Asante be kwai mpate mu hono Gabriel so dia media to da e wo iso Gabriel Timinka
Adingo
Ora Timinka beto ka pa benia na ete say adopai ene awie ye wo Ghana
oh yeah dia wi amu ni ejira na yeboko yeguso aye sompa ngago
what's matter about we hello Gabriel
no ka say no pana me sha say hello Adingo
beto ka what's matter to about we
Adingo media say ni muzemi ya smart into me to ne yara
okay
many I apply for special voting no
o ka o yiru mi lusa na wa ma meni age o ma me kwa do
na meni za ko ma don zunya ze we na ya mvra wa wonti mi nya ho adwuma
enye he o de e be fa sa
Another monitoring go on.
All right, so far, yeah, asante mantemu be kwaya obutuo say na monitoring ACT or election.
Oh, anopano ya de meto huntado puano safu krum area nti anopano me na me sopa on breakfast ni na okwa na ni fano eguzo moto ni maako de ba ji go he ni general ase awon ke kana ya de to yaba previously no nze hu ni sa election we other person ko ne bia na go be train obi di bu akoto no ma sala ni zane mane man this election hu ni sa ase ni fano to no maako be be person na hu ni pa bu chengu afu hu na hu the electoral euphoria no when they when it's about go for so after maako saa me de me mani ehu no so when they when say nipa bu chenku bebre the first na kwa obu atona ba wi kwa won ko fi no ote wona wa ye bebre no this time no ko ne bia nipa be 8-10 tena ne won a on beto omutu wi enzo no moko ya koye party agents ne ani yisi fo na bia akwa akwato omo ye de ewo bomba say enu anwumre na dodo na chimi ato
Gabriel. Yeah, what they wanted to form said that yeah, Bambo Hunsem City, Ewa Proba, what our boy, be quiet area, Lutado area, send a Bambo Hunsem City.
I know that on Guamazan, Quabo dominate a little area in my edge. Oka Bambo Nija and Asopa. Okay. Miko Pierre could be a flower, a crash Midrona, soldiers for pick up. No more could see a credit you. Ah, yes, I'm more steady a bear, but a beer, Emma. We are so a yellow cobiano, listening. I never get a cobian, fast of the immigration needed to our Bambo can say. Mountain of a call in Trump, a Casuaria. I want to go and I use one in my city, one in my actually, I'm going to move up and almost my report. I don't know. Maybe quite no much. Then I get through and move actually almost over. But who is this about Kunana? But about the PIC, Bonivia, and the other and would see an environment. Now, Bonivia.
All right. Now, Oka, voter, Gabriel said, did a crow, the background hole. What was your yamma? Did they a crow? Did they a crow background? No. Hello, Gabriel. I said, in feedback. Me too, come as a feedback, Gabriel. I mean, he said, yes, I bet me as I can Gabriel, Ahomano, so I say, we who for ever bowra, line or swat. Never said I did day. A woman cry. Gabriel, but I mean, Sasa can't be.
Yeah,
I'm saying that in free. You
want to know for ladies and gentlemen, call. It's me free one. Me free one. I want to pay Zongo. Do you know Zongo for you?
Yeah. Okay, Gabriel, yeah, voter turnout on the Senate city. Oh, yeah, and this Mochita for one come here and so my trouble. One who said be more. I want to say the city.
That as I never quite America, I was any Yandy to one who will be much for who will be out for me.
Yeah.
May everyone for him will grab 4 years ago for about 2 men. This is I go for about much more berry. Okay. And the Yadi was that in the panel, one. For Banner and get a ready number.
But who take your grounds and answer? Who had the Ecoswa? More comfortable leader. I
was the one who then this year. I think for the Ghana for your 2 years or more about mine. The here vigilance on me and your door, obey me got from my fair to call in. And the end of our year have been by the bear. It was open media. And more and agree on my trip 12 years. Now, parliamentary seat in the eyes of one.
Okay.
Wasn't the Ghana among the other parliamentary seat to do another.
All right.
Now, I would get on our bench. And do 12 years, you would use all about the I have convinced them this very.
All right, my man, and I was now and now what you know, senior any be Charlie, and now what you know, parliamentary results, and presidential.
everyone when you pull it as well as I'm
okay
and then when I'm good anymore what I'm a cheap enemy bush is a very come
sir or promise you until I promise in the already and I remember so
how do I be free? I'm going to come down.
Okay. All right. My man, I said, I'm a now what you said, you better ask us. All right, Gabriel, I see do the technical a free a year sati because Casadema and Isiamanyo so far elections echo so also home for you can cry the chair a year monitor also a or the home some cry a two jar at the fire you day is swore. No crow up hemo pepe a war a year Columbus, Ohio. Oko Ghana nso so a ya abato ne guso a ekoso a amanfo guso a omo eko police station ahodo akoto omo aba ehon komo ena ene anopai ya tena se a ye di a ye tonkra enso eko Ghana ema amanfo so etwa homfo nyi kakra de kire mojacho na o kasa na ye Gabriel eba mu quickly odo wa no besi ho amame na mato aso aja and yakasa ye tintini na peace and yahwehwe se na papa laji guza kan peace go na yahwehwe mahu bibi wo Boase East constituency reported by Sami Jamfi website Lauren Shia Abnawura on a Sendema Sami Jamfi whereby or say our constituency communication officer has a tough time with military men as he sought to let them know they can't go to the polling center. He resisted attempt to stop Furman and equally asked the military to stop Furman them.
Okay.
Okay, I say now we had the question na Facebook and yakra. Some of the Nkofona overtaking the military, no. I just say a serious boys bear for. Or many military for no more the military back on a reformer. Oh, very serious. It's not encouraging. And what surprises me is that Kasami Jamfili BBC to Janu should condemn it. What I say, I don't know why he is so happy. But we say this is what we must be doing. What a brave man. God bless him. You see? But this is not what we expect. How can a civilian overtake a military and a whole party communication officer? You are happy?
Yeah.
No.
And today said they all attack a military man or NDC.
NDC and so reported. So one communication officer at the constituency wanted to enter the polling station. And so they need for so more.
Okay.
So what I say, and the confrontation about.
I don't know if you were here for some.
Boase East.
Boase,
Asante
Mantem. So what is the security men doing about it? Just two
military men and 4 NDC guys. Mami Bikura, Mami Abro Bikura, the Nwakwa, and it's bad. You see, the scene is bad.
Okay.
But what surprises me is that Sami Jamfi is not condemning. He just post the page, post the information on social media without condemning it
and encouraging that.
That
chaos
is bad.
Okay.
I don't support this. We want one peace.
Sir.
You can't do this sabi in America here.
Yeah.
I don't Ghana we should go and I mean
and I say soldier in the Tokitano.
The Tokitano.
He said Okoyena say it will kasa. I'm going to blame the security men.
That's it. I want to say Jamfi Sobeka say military fire the Elkumobi. Was you the Omoyes they say there he will not condemn it.
Yeah.
But it's to
because I mean it's a self-defense.
A self-defense because the Omoya no.
Because how on earth and I wait to be
American here.
Security personnel at me boom and put him that's all the not
form the video. It's video. I'll forward it to you.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
So into talk kasa.
I want the baby.
Are we going to blame them?
I want the baby. Ghana, that's how Ghana is. I want the baby security personnel. But the panel we need there, they are not talking about it, and it's not encouraging. It's something we should avoid.
Okay.
What I say, and we are congratulating. This is a brave man. God bless him. You see, how can you say this? You see.
All right, yeah. Now, go, Numa, Yabasaba elections, no, and so ABM, Yabasaba, so ABM. Now, okay, and somehow will be a see. When said next week, if didn't come over with Speaker of Parliament. I recall it a year parliament.
No.
Speaker of Parliament, I recall it a year parliament. Yeah, Kupaya Adma. A year or China, okay. Parliament at Transit on the 16th. of December. Willie, I want to say it's the right time.
Oh, I want to answer you.
I want to say so. I want.
Sorry. Yeah, almost. I'm very sorry because almost you see, these are some of the things we should have avoided. These are avoided something.
Okay.
Speakers should have avoided some of these things, but Ghana for Akasa, Penfu Bibri Akasa, and Penfu Bibri Akasa, Afa, but still, Speaker say, all the Anyarians will be Parliament, no, Afa Parliament is on one Parliament, on one property, it won't be MOB, MCO. And I don't know as Abazo Baby. At the time, Ghanaians want him to open the parliament. He says no. Majority Sunday signal say no. Court can say decision is wrong. Still, also on Kwan the onion and one Tiasi. I said in Katias will be parliament and then be in China. President, former President Mahama who said same. Said what parliament is a whole lot. And this and then also after election will be whatever they want to open, they should go and open and approve ex-gratia because they want to go and approve their ex-gratia, such as and media. First, I mean, I'm but they are hard because to me, this is not the time. Ghanaians were saying open, you say we don't want to open. It's easy now what be no.
All right, Mojajo. Memo also, would you about me? Why? So mamma na menko ahoma so e say yakwa asante bantema menko bono mantemo so da e hwe de ekoso be sa aka me aka sabe for my colleague or GBC sunyane radio BAR. And then na probo a obono okopie mu ewo wanchi constituency. Itin ene 1000 bele ena be na nim say ye frɛ no as asamojan Ghana former captain Nimia eno no 1000 be wakwa ba Eba Sky FM so 102.1 WCRM ene ye di komo ye komo ni nya no ye di ani akyere Ghana abato a ekoso ena ye hwɛ de ekoso so far said no masi etie ewo wanchi.
Oh, I didn't go. My mini can end up what my mom was saying. I mean, more what about so a way you might near you far over at the MR station or as I say, oh, share said the amount for a monitor or online in near mom who said, a Juma more bonwa, the teacher at the mammo. I know ya as back as ya midi can at the amount neon crop for any station or as I move by Juma Yepa, your call online, Timunka. Nyama mo ya akese no ese ye boma baso ewo ho na so far about what the said ye no ya tutu ye ho agugum sa enti me o mo to me twene e ma be to the one say hwa na de di yenkui dada na so far wo share stations and say polling stations out do mako so far there 60 polling stations there na mwa me call say me number ba wa me ko ba foforo so na wo frɛ me na usha anopano yakoya ne de na turn out no na ensheda enye se amanfo kobibre sa ba kire no de utumi se na obia eba amu ba so far niema ekoso ye kama pa na usha se de niema ekona ya start anopano de yeko ekokopie mu ewo police station bia ano ewo wanchi na wanchi no amuto so eye pa so far se na make say medical akọ police stations ni bi no. So far, men call crime across 16 police stations. Our wanchi, which we say a yard, yes, a yard. Now, ye di can call a wanchi model CB. Now, honor, which we say na econo. Ya dia police station officer, na honor. Your friend Michael, are you so? Or then another. Now, usha number of the registered voters are almost, and has a number of people are more say on the baba to, and I'm expect to almost say. Another three on the Baba to Abano, now a idea 469, 469. No more expect to say so far on the Baba to Abano. Tansona Mikoya so far over here, Hatama Mikoya, by around 10 a.m. Now, what you say, Nani pass so far, no, Marcus, or move vote, no, ɛyɛ 137 mekyerɛ 137 na ɔmo akase ɔmo vote na mmarima dodoɔ a na ɔmo akase ɔmo deɛ no ɛyɛ 67 mekyerɛ 67 ɛna na ɔmo akase ɔmo deɛ ɛna female no mekyerɛ mmaa no so na 70 mekyerɛ 70 ɛna na ɔmo akase ɔmo deɛ ɛno ɛyɛ wanchi model CB ɛhɔ ɛno no na wanchi model CA no so mekɔɔ no so na yɛka kyerɛ sɛ polling station officer ɔyɛ in charge a wɔrehwɛ no so yɛfrɛ no Adam Jacob ɔno na ɛyɛ in charge a ɔrehwɛ ama biribiara deda mu korɔgyɛn na ano nso wohwɛ number of people a ɔmo expect ɔmo sɛ ɔmbɛto aba ɛnɛ dadua no ɔmo yɛ 469 yɛkyerɛ 469 ɛna no ɔmo expect na yɛkɔkɔduru hɔ no bɛyɛ 10-15 na yɛkɔkɔduru hɔ na yɛduru hɔ no so far na number of people a ɔmo akase ɔmo vote no na ɔmo yɛ 159 mekyerɛ 159 na ɔmo akase ɔmo vote mmarima dodoɔ a na ɔmo akase ɔmo deɛ no ɛyɛ 70 mekyerɛ 70 ɛna ɔmo akase ɔmo deɛ na mmaa no so a ɔmo akase ɔmo deɛ no ɛyɛ 89 mekyerɛ 89 na ɔmo so akase ɔmo deɛ na woba ɛyɛ model school no ankasa inside no so a wotumi sɛ yɛade a polling station officer na ɔno nso yɛ in charge wɔ hɔ no yɛfrɛ no Siedu Jambera ɔno na ɛwɔ in charge wɔ hɔ na wohwɛ number of registered voters a ɔmo ɛfɛfɛfɛ ɛnɛ dadua ɔmo bɛto aba no a ɛyɛ 567 voters registered a ɔmo expect sɛ ɛnɛ dadua ɔmo bɛto aba ɛwɔ Wanchi Model C Wanchi Model School main hall no ɛna no ɔmo expect saa na yɛkɔkɔduru hɔ no ɛno nso ɛyɛ 10-15 saa yɛfiri hɔ no ana yɛfiri A no ana yɛkɔɔ A hɔ na yɛkɔɔ hɔ no so yɛkɔduru hɔ no wotumi sɛ na ɔmo akase ɔmo vote no ɛyɛ 242 na ɔmo akase ɔmo vote na wohwɛ mmarima dodoɔ a na ɔmo akase ɔmo deɛ no a na ɛyɛ 120 akase ɔmo deɛ saa nso na ɛma no mekyerɛ female no so ɛyɛ 108 mekyerɛ 108 na ɔmo nso na ɔmo akase ɔmo deɛ na yɛne police station officer ne agents no station agents no edidi nkɔmɔ no na so far mpanyinfoɔ hyehyɛeɛ no saa na biribi ada mu korɔgye na wotumi sɛ obi nkɔnom nsa obi nkɔnom wi nkɔyɛ nneɛma bɔne biara wɔ hɔ a kyerɛ sɛ na asomdue na ɛwɔ hɔ yɛne ɔmo didi nkɔmɔ no wotumi sɛ so far so good na ɛkɔ so wɔ ɛmmɔdere hɔ na yɛfiri hɔ no yɛkɔɔ Gyansosu ɛno nso ɛwɔ yɛka kyerɛ sɛ wokɔ waakwan no so a obi a onim yɛka kyerɛ sɛ Wanchi Gyansosu ɛno yɛ secondary school no side hɔ na ɛno nso wɛkɔɔ hɔ no Anglican JHS hɔ ɔmo school hɔ no yɛkɔkɔduru hɔ 11:50 AM na yɛkɔkɔduru hɔ no wotumi sɛ na so far polling station officer no a na ɔwɔ hɔ no yɛfrɛ no Frank Jamfi ɔno na ɛwɔ hɔ na nipa a ɔmo expect ɔmo sɛ ɔmo register a yɛ expect sɛ ɔmo bɛto aba no ɛyɛ 393 na expect sɛ ɔmo bɛto aba na yɛkɔduru hɔ 11:50 AM no na wohwɛ number of voters na anaa ɔmo a ɔmo ato ɔmo aba so far no a na ɛyɛ 158 na ɔmo ato ɔmo aba na emu mmarima no na ɔmo yɛ 77 mekyerɛ 77 na ɔmo ato ɔmo deɛ ɛna mmarima ano so mekyerɛ female na ɔmo akase ɔmo vote mekyerɛ 80 na ɔmo so akase ɔmo deɛ ɛna ne deɛ no so efiri hɔ ɛɛba na ɛno na ɛyɛ Gyansosu Anglican JHS 1 ɛno no na JHS wotumi sɛ ɛno nso yɛ kɔkɔduru hɔ 12:05 PM na yɛ kɔkɔduru hɔ ɛno nso police station officer no yɛfrɛ no Emmanuel K. Tete ɔno na ne din ɛno no na number of people a ɔmo expect ɔmo sɛ ɔmo bɛto ɔmo aba no na ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɔmo expect 569 voters cast na ɔmo expect sɛ kwambia so ɔmo bɛba na so far yɛ kɔkɔduru hɔ 12:05 PM no na ɔmo a ɔmo akase ɔmo vote no na ɔmo yɛ 247 na ɔmo akase ɔmo vote a biribi adam project mmarima no na ɔmo yɛ 106 na ɔmo akase ɔmo deɛ na female no mekyerɛ mmaa no so na ɔmo akase ɔmo deɛ no ɛyɛ 141 ɛkɔ no na yɛde no aka ho bi wɔ hɔ so a yɛntumi mfa nka ho na yɛagye dada nti ɛno na bia na bibi wɔ hɔ a number na asesa kakra ɛno nso yɛba ne saa na mahu nsonsoeɛ a ɛno nso ɛwɔ mu wɔ hɔ na yɛkɔ wankyi bandalai wankyi bandalai na wokɔ wankyi bandalai no ɛno ɔmo wɔ baabi a yɛfrɛ no open space ɛhɔ nipa a ɔmoto aba no ɛdɔɔso yie paa wɔ hɔ na wohwɛ officer na ɔyɛ in charge no yɛfrɛ no Yusuf Wood Idrusu ɔno na yɛ in charge ɛwɔ hɔ na wohwɛ total number of registered voters no a na yɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛto aba no a ɔmo yɛ 698 vote number of voters cast yɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛto aba ɛnɛ da tua yi na wohwɛ sɛdeɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ no a so far yɛkɔkɔduru hɔ no na ɛyɛ adeɛ a yɛkɔduru hɔ bɛyɛ 115 na yɛkɔkɔduru hɔ na atumi sɛ ɔmo ato ɔmo aba no na yɛ 253 mekyerɛ 253 na ɔmo ato ɔmo aba so far na wohwɛ mmaa na ɔmo ato ɔmo deɛ no a na meka kyerɛw sɛ ɔmo nso ɛyɛ 107 ɛna na ɔmo ato ɔmo aba na mmarima no so ɛyɛ 144 ɛna na ɔmo nso ato ɔmo deɛ na wokɔ wankyi traditional council 2 no a ɛno nso wotumi sɛ ɛhɔ polling station so no yɛ mmiɛnsa ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ na polling station 2 no ɛwɔ wankyi traditional council no ɛno nso wotumi sɛ polling officer anaasɛ station officer no yɛfrɛ no Emmanuel Tete ɔno ne station officer ɔwɔ hɔ na wohwɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ a registered number of votes a ɔmo expect sɛ ɔmo bɛto aba ɛnɛ dadua no ɛyɛ 583 ɛna yɛ expect sɛ ɔmo bɛto ɔmo aba na yɛkɔduru hɔ no bɛyɛ 1-4 p.m. no na ɔmo a ɔmo atumi ato ɔmo aba no na ɔmo yɛ 233 mekyerɛ 233 ɛna ɔmo ato ɔmo aba na mmarima a na ɔmo ato ɔmo deɛ no ɛyɛ 114 mekyerɛ 114 na ɔmo ato ɔmo adeɛ ɛna mmaa no nso mekyerɛ female no ɔmo nso 119 mekyerɛ 119 na ɔmo nso ato ɔmo deɛ ɛno ɛyɛ Wankyi traditional council 2 ɔmo deɛ no na woba Wankyi traditional 1 no a ɛno nso police station officer ɔwɔ no yɛfrɛ no Afrane Frank Afrane pa ɔmo hwɛ no a ɛyɛ 492 na ɔmo expect sɛ ɔmo bɛto aba yɛkɔkɔduru hɔ no na so far nipa a ɔmo ato aba no ɛyɛ 259 na ɔmo ato aba emu mmarima no ɛdodoɔ no kyerɛ male no na ɔmo yɛ 106 akasi ɔmo vote saa nso na female no mehyerɛ mmaa no a ɔmo nso akasi ɔmo deɛ no ɔmo nso yɛ 162 na ɔmo nso akasi ɔmo deɛ so far ɛne ne deɛ no so na afiri hɔ ɛɛba na wokɔ Wankyi traditional council ɛno nso ɛyɛ 3 no ɛno nso deɛ na ɔwɔ hɔ police station officer na ɔwɔ hɔ yɛfrɛ no Thomas Gabi ɔno na yɛ police station officer na wohwɛ nipa a ɔmo ɛfɛte ɔmo sɛ ɛnɛ da tua ɔmo bɛto ɔmo aba no ɛyɛ 493 na ɔmo ɛfɛte na ekɔkɔduru hɔ no na so far nipa a ɔmo ato ɔmo aba no ɛyɛ 254 na ɔmo ato emu mmarima no a ɔmo ato no ɛyɛ 105 mekyerɛ 105 na ɔmo akasi ɔmo vote awie na mmaa no so a ɔmo akasi ɔmo de awie no na ɔmo nso ɛyɛ 149 mekyerɛ 149 na ɔmo nso akasi ɔmo de awie na yɛfiri hɔ no yɛkɔ Wankyi Dwom hɔ n'ankasa market no ansa yɛfrɛ hɔ ɛyɛ True Church a police station ɛno nso yɛkɔkɔduru hɔ no na ɔtumi sɛ police station officer a wɔyɛ in charge no ɔno nso yɛfrɛ no Fabian Bright ɔno na ɛwɔ hɔ na wohwɛ nipa a ɔso ɔexpect ɔmo sɛ ɔmo bɛto ɔmo aba so far no ɛyɛ 563 mekyerɛ 563 ɛna na ɔmo expect sɛ ɔmo bɛto ɔmo aba na yɛkɔkɔduru hɔ no bɛyɛ 143 hɔ no na nipa a ɔmo akasi ɔmo vote awie no ɛyɛ 300 mekyerɛ 300 na ɔmo akasi ɔmo de awie na wohwɛ mmarima atoto a na ɔmo akasi ɔmo de a ɛyɛ 131 na ɔmo akasi na female mekyerɛ mmaa so a ɔmo akasi ɔmo de awie no ɛyɛ 167 mekyerɛ 167 na ɔmo akasi ɔmo de awie Now when you market one ankasa omo police station no ba so I friend new market I no so when you no so police station officer no no oyo ba your friend Latricia Ajay onu na ye in charge ho no no so say number of people are expected say omo beto aba so far no eye dia 572 no omo expected so omo beto omo ba na so far yekokoduru no na omo cast omo vote awie no eye 293 it's 293 na no omo cast omo de awie na emma no omo cast omo de no ya de 168 na no omo cast omo de awie na mema omo so cast omo de awie no eye 125 no omo so cast omo de na 16 yekokopie mo ansa na de say kenam kwan so yekoba du fufuro no eye Wanchi Roman Catholic Social Center, Wanchi Roman Catholic Social Center, and also Yakokoduru no police station officer. No, you're in charge, no. Your friend is South. I say, Nipa, or Stati Omo, so almost so back as to Omo vote, no. Omo, 498. 498. Now, so far, you could do no, not a more, but castle or Mujino, a total no, 255, it's 255, and I know more a castle or Mujino, and not a move a man on the trail mail, no, more 94, 94, no more a castle, not man on the trail, female, no, so 161, 161 votes, no more, so I'm my castle or Mujino, and today I did go so far, Usha, but be a 16. Police station when she I have probo yakono which is a bibia dabu project yako yeso the police officers no and agents no more no which means so we na e comfort omo kama won say so bi akwa no musa and also bi akwa no wi bi ya basa police officers no more so obia say wo ye na djuma a bibia in order and so far there asumbi nko na wo wanti yente ibi boni bia ho now, you could do one traditional council on an I Pinchiri Kakra or officers and Payupon be air cool Kakra. Now, they're not a more air cool say. A bit more two about we are inside, or mobile call, among cook, no Macaquitina, gate nano, no more, and be more or more about 2 Modiano, no more convince we say, among to my party A, among to my party B, and now I say the confusion about now I say my brain officers and the police in paying for no, or we say two case in order. No Macasaya, my it is so far, not the bonnet here and no one. Na call one transitional council Nakaka or not into Quanta Coca. Now was already a muscle will be every. It is what to make our US and it is the air force of Ghana. The catch was about to ever one she, the moon is from the year to them. You didn't so of first TV a bit maybe, sir. Who is also the for another?
Mame ena wase em se wabo incident so say bibi kakra bi ene sie be police for timi aso ano 1000 mame na wase wabo adwuma wabo pro na yakopon ya adoma ene na wotwe e be sa so atonkra na dipa odi nkunim ene after elections no de course so ewo wanchi eye area hoso so no wotimi e de homfonyi e de abre be ene wabo adwuma yakopon hirawo medo kapa
adigo mame cancel ya dasu o haya
okay
enti e ba sin akọ station no ana police station amabobo yi aye monitor bebre oduru anwumire omo kan wie ya kai se muha na ye be ma amanfo ati o US ho omo bia hu de ekọ enti pachi obi aso omo yi omo pidie ne fru o omo yi fru wa ma hwera de e san se to fom ene se ye de mamu bafua na ye mamu ahu de ekọ ne ne ba enti bibia adamu bibia incident bibia suti na ye bone a eno so ye be ma wate enti mamu suro obi anfa na pidie no to san se mo po adwuma teachero DJ Adigo the teacher ma
Emmanuel Dua ena ye frɛ wo dodo na dia ye de frɛ 1000 bele oti baby jet ade odi din baby jet ma asɛm ogya no no ena me na kasa from Ghana Ghana Broadcasting Corporation sunyane radio BAR wanchi ena wa kopie 1000 ma me na wase me ma opia onyame adoma obesa ateminka
le da se be pray DJ Adigo.
All right. Nakopon enka ososo oho. Ye hese ye bekọ eye biaye ahodo a aye abato no ekoso ewo Ghana na imfonia 1000 enso etwa ede bra ye fa ye dwumadi so no omo so atimi atwa samfo nyine bi ede amayen yate yenya nte se eye kintampo empatem ho so no eye wantwi bi ene basabasa ye bi so akoso ewo ho a ye hwe se betima to nkra na ye de akọ kintampo akotie de ekoso ewo ho na so fa so no aproba ye sentwefo a ye to omugo amonten so na so omo so eboaye no omo so atimi atwa ho mfonyi kakra ede amayen mensa aka me former colleague ono so ewo Ghana Broadcasting Corporation Radio BAR Danjuma Yaro ewo all the way from Kintampo. Danjuma me wakwaba eba Sky 102.1 WCRM US of A eso
Medio sa jungo se medidi yesa mo ho
Nyakopon adom ye ho pa na ye ma awaro so waware no ode ba Sky no ya som but a chill wati yanka ye ba na awade ne ha ya be di achi fe agodi ase na bibia na o se amamre bia no ye de atoyi binim se o enjoy marriage life no de all right sesia ehefa na obutuo sesia
ajungo sesia me no kasa me wo Ishmael
okay
ni capital ye Tubodom
okay all right, I said Tubodom I had Chimanov and now copy. Not me free say be a Kintampo because yet say a year when you be a cost or Kintampo, but all the same no. Tachimanov or no Sena and a poem share about one as a Sena no is the echo and I send no is it eho.
Yo, ajungo medawas na bilin chama motie phone na ewo America hon. Na me be drew ha and anopay be 9 o'clock. Because na say me ko Kintampo e ko to maba asana maba Tubodom
okay
and be drew her be 9 o'clock abra me be drew her no me bo me hu modern echo rounds the kind echo krom ehun sene atmosphere no esetie and we chin and me to an amon call police stations ahodo a e wo Tubodom ha say ni na se pese me hu sene djumade no ana process no esiko ampa obedu Tubodom ha say ya bibia da din krona ye din wotumi say ampa bibi ekoso na bebi obefa bia no nkoma amanfo edi eni abato a ekoso yi obia bebia station compound bia obefa bia no information anate nkoma ekoso eni abato no sene sibeko wan ena bi wini na sa upa Chimanov afia let me say last 4 years nipa miensa and the abakosem kakra 2020 elections no nipa miensa and a play for a parliamentary seat no NDC parliament it's Elizabeth Ofosu Ajari former minister for tourism no and MPP Martin Tijako once upon a time on EC Emma Chimanov and one independent candidate. Now I can't say Elizabeth Ofosu Ajari or NDC parliamentary candidate on the D Konim. In the current parliamentary way, Nipa represent the people of Chimanov NDC member of parliament Elizabeth Ofosu Ajari. Now this year so about try ekosi da nipa mi so sign ejina for election you can Ofosu Ajari or seek re-election. Now na Martin Otijako so ejina ma for MPP and independent candidate ba ko lawyer from today Alba Buna for Asia. Or FM stations will be being part independent.
Hello, Dajima.
Hello?
Yeah, Dajima, me tonka, you know, Homana Equita, but tonka to us, whatever.
Okay, but me ba na pano me bo me humodi call some few police stations. I want to transfer and me di more briefly. na medical ko electoral area bi a yɛfɛ no don't passing electoral area wokɔ hɔ a polling stations mmienu ɛna wɔ hɔ baako RCGHS Trobodom ɛhɔ total registered voters no 531 na after the time on apart medru hɔ no na nipa 80 ɛna atraba Mr. Honso Echo RCGHS Trobodom P Omo expect almost on the trouble 530. As at the time I withdrew on any part 60 and a true abano. Mr. Wine and call one of the biggest area police station to do on a friend a Trobodom Zungu. Who call a Trobodom Zungu on more police station Bako and Sia Bakuni a primary school Trobodom 1. Total registered voters are more expected from Trouble 417. After the time of Midu on 79 and our trouble. DA makes a call DAGHS Trobodom 2. Also Midu Trobodom 1. Registered voters no 735. Nipa 128 and our trouble so far. And upon and so far. And the order, and I made even into DAGHS 2, and also registered voters 591. After the time I made do on many part 122 and a trouble. We feel when I made even DA primary 2A. I'm also Nipa expect almost my trouble 397. We do on many part 74 a trouble. From then I made even DA primary there's 397 more trouble as at that time 83. From then I call DA primary 1B total registered voters 417 na nipa 92 so far at so aba we are so we are not pade and we are so we call different police stations or different area or Trobodom has say na stations are me call police station CMB shed how do kwana no ha nipa mo expect some of the trouble 683 and so far nipa mo trouble 205. From there I call RC church Trobodom and also nipa mo expect some of the trouble 572. As at the time I drew on nipa 174 and a trouble. Now from there I call social center police station social center Trobodom total voters registered registered voters 704 so far. As at that time we are now 287 and a trouble and I made the police station IFN Methodist primary school Trobodom 1. Also total registered voters 432 so far nipa 173 and a true aba. From there I call Methodist primary Trobodom 1. Also total registered voters 432 nipa so far 160 and a true aba. Who the one into Methodist JHS Trobodom also total registered voters 636 so far nipa 245 and a trouble. From there I made the Methodist primary Trobodom number 2 also 415 and almost voters and almost about the trouble. So far no nipa 147 and a trouble. Final one I'm at Methodist primary Trobodom 2. Nipa mo expect some of the trouble 415 as at that time I do now nipa 167 and atro about so far. Now so far police stations are near air cost no. In terms of air security, buying them. In fact, Trobodom has so far a year chronom who cop various polling stations. I can say without any shade of doubt, say voting is going on peacefully and orderly. A problem beer and your Kazakasa beer and your Dokobia and your violence free so far. It is as peaceful as we expect. I hope say the year who ever high say because we in all the constituencies now, then we are going to record a very peaceful election. In terms of challenges, and so far, the Amiko Nano, or challenges with Omo Afidino Amudi Jumano. They said, Afidina Juma, except on few occasions, one of the Yamokwa, Ayana Manchin no MPK Omo. And it's a machine on Picoma, this is a official verification. And then we got 2 million Sabia, or my machine no MPCom, who got on some, Monsanina, no, machine no MPCom. We had quite a façon for me and saying, at me at about another issue. I'm using here, my observation, the Arini Baku, by Mammy Biana, stroke watching up for Ebo Mumoni, and by our camo. Now, not on to be ember trouble. Into near we and some presiding officer no any party representative in Mamuna editu Musene Yam for ballot no and court no Namamino and trouble or trouble we are the presiding officer no Eddie a ballot papers a year ballot papers ballot boxes no more. Then so far there, in fact the PR course will come up the PR and Koswa a year Bonibia a jingle.
All right, Danjuma Yaro and Jebia ebe call to the bar. Minya meda was say 7 na wabɔ tofa ede amaye no ye ni bediatri yakopon e adoma ene na wotwe enduru no na bibia ba na wiye na yasa yebesa so atonkra ede amram na ye de sie bia wo abato no akiri no soso no watimi ede atodwa afa ye fidi kase yi eso meda was bebre ene ebra wonya ede amame enti ana wachia amaria amame wo yire amaria Bene was Babefa Danjima Yaro and I take us on so a tonkra and your feet chima off at your brain so far about one more and crowd to admire the air cost war and will count for you at the MIA. Yes, some Ghana, yes, yourself and United for maybe I will be out here for more and WCR Sky 102.1 so. Yet about to echo Ghana and I did home for you and home and come on. Yet April afa ye castle ye Cassie. Eso ya tonkra ede akọ eye wanchi matem ya tonkra ede akọ eye techiman ya tonkra ede akọ asante mantema ye ne doctor ene Gabriel enso akase besa so akọ eho bi mu na sese mame enko eye sunyane mame emmo enwa eye sunyane ko gere mu eho me hwese me sabetimi aka eye me aka sabe former colleague eye Precious eye Samovo eho ono so eye Precious eye Centronia ono so ebo adwuma ewo yesunyane ni patemo wa me entonkra enfa enko na me Precious kasa Precious Samovo ewo sunyane miakasa binia me former colleague yina na yebo adwuma ewo media ni mo ewo Ghana Precious me mo akwa eba US of Columbus Ohio WCR Sky 102.1 so
yeah mo ajingo
minya na tse
Adiwo nyame adumo wi na esin kakra dia ba bibia yo
bibia be ka ba mafro de wi ari nyina be ko bibia be de wada na be kaka so o ya say good problem Precious Ghana elections na aba ya tonkra ede aba wa mobo anu so far ene hefa na wo sisi a
me no ka say me wo Nyamampo secondary school.
All right, meaning say if you are not paying an obo apro kakra so far say na elections e sha se e wo sunyane patemo say na no city.
Well, generally in America it has been that peaceful. I peaceful ko abising etwaso ba St. James. Ebo apro ntakanka tra Dr. Bell fun sisek eba bebi amakubia close to 100 polling centers no. Say after BA negative. The BA no, there's no complaint whatsoever. For election material, so election in started at 7 exactly. All the machines expected to work the BVD as it's falling in the BA Juma. The only presiding officers now, and Ramo Mukwanse almost the election anymore polling center. The anonymous Mudin Poma. No can you say, almost at the right time, almost at the right time. Political party agents and also cooperating with them. And so far, the negative this far. The only observation I make say my centers I have as a turnout no form kakra. Turnout no form Accra. Ghana has a all the other Watana High including last minute in Yamaye.
Sir.
You see about 310 posts to be close to at 5.
Yeah.
You be fine attack around the attack or say because Fasha here back. No matter about the 2 banner and Sana no room abwa. So we have 32 more hours to end polls here in Ghana. So far there, it's been peaceful, it's been seamless, well organized, and only political parties in there didn't come out. OBI is satisfied, at least as you know, OBI is satisfied with the process when the sorting, counting declaration is out here. I want to hear and pimping within Wakame Kakrano ever. We are hoping to hear in 10 years near the other soon from Mama Yetipo.
All right, mame na wase na oguso obo aproda no nyame adoma enru ene na wo twe de na nyina ba wie na resource ahodo na after elections no ne course bi aso no yebesa busu wa homa no yebeba waboboa no na wabeboa ye na de course wo sunyane patamu no wa ma yetiefo ene yahwefo so atimi atimi
Mate ajengo mete obibia
mechia o me akasa me yonko me nua me former colleague Precious Samovo ena wote ne kan ewo afidie yi eso eno ode mfonyi ahodo ena ede abreyen de ekoso ewo sunyane sunyane empatem ho abato a ekoso no ena omode ho mfonyi ede abreyen no ohwe ye bre na dubako abo ede apa nondu eho 10 o'clock eho a yeguso a yepem so ayekọ yanim enche bia be sori nkunya so ewo dwumadi so na dwumadi ahodo o se kodi no yetimi akwa kodi motacho so far yedi nkomo kakra across Ghana titru yakọ sunyane bono ne patemo eho akodi nkomo kakra ensem a yete ne nyina no ha ensem pa ensemboni bia emfri reporter hodo a omodi abreye no hu ne say in a quick one.
Oh, na quick one. I'm say so far so good. I'm say the entity na you so follow me so social media and so kakaka. I'm say my home information be city news. They have to just say about Abre Kumasi, one of the places our matching coffee, but sometimes they need to also confirm the news. We have ballot paper and then put two picture of NDC. Yeah, and look like it doesn't make me to me until from function to me as that there's nowhere ballot box no. If it's a parliamentary seat, it will be Abre Kumasi, it will be more than 2. Yeah. It will not make sense because ballot paper being very invalid. Very invalid. Yeah. Thank you. Very invalid. And I think for us, we the way we try, say, and also a very historic incident we see Ashanti region under MPP government, under Dr. Mahoma Mubia, and then. Na otumfo setutu
na say yenka election asem we
we dey tuda
sorry no
we
ma be
mogu we issue
ti issue we other issues no na
we ma me we be fi ma me
wo be fi atoto we dey tira plan bi fada won
eno ade esi okumase na fe
me ba
first time
me ba
give week 2
me ba
oh na me kan
no me ba so ma me ko na No, my honorable father didn't tell me about a year election coverage. Oh my, no, Macassa, and some of the today we are other matters on the Abaso, and honorable.
No, yeah, I
mean
to can say. You see, we try to I know so certain questions, no answer.
There be a man
for production.
No, there be a man which is I'm in charge of the show. Me a board chairman.
What is ethically wrong?
Yes.
You man, what to say?
It's unprofessional.
Unprofessional. You know, after this, the best sanction.
Yeah.
What you say?
Drinkable offense.
And you see,
I don't be no come mommy.
I do.
Now we are the part. Yes, you offer your panel. Any piano.
You make us
many aji and many aji. I'm a Philly who election fever. I'm an achim because I think say on the spot report. And I and your listeners and some viewers and so on. Unfortunately, almost in the Ghana and especially one man on no. Choose a WCRM sky no. What is going on? And to make down the production, you manasi. I just saw Kodari. Say radio, Jumani. Your bar radio, your town radio for one man on it. You are second to none. So keep it up. as I'm speaking, no, I know say Ekoye. Say Sikoya, Nekwana, Nabia Sakari Moa. Nkunimdia wote Yakopon de Boye NPP. Nti e bon pai say e be fa. In fact, I was not sorry. Na me call dia konya ba me picking tells but elections there. If you 1 hour to election, I said marathon. Because let's not forget say NDC is a false record. Okay. Because I'm also so who say I'm 8 years opposition. Ghana also they think say no, this is a record Baumia is trying to make. Hand over to a political party, hand over my own. Before try it, and you didn't pay my time in Abemu. And the answer CD. So this time around, then people want to break it, and then this is so possible, sir. And don't forget, Mahama as the candidate on Orban, he also sees this as his last chance. If it's after this election, no, I'm within the 4 years, no, and can be your time as 1-term president now. We say on possible history book mark 1-term president that interquartic can be any be over for be a faso. Look, I say so Ashanti regional or Banasari Nadi. 18 no kind of bomb to them. We also say Nedia and Sabeka. I don't think say Nedia also until say at the propone any hand and Nedia. A funny hand and copying kings in my crew. Maybe I'm a castle say I will be a friend of PTB or con the creation. Or the Beja pen case master on French song, I saw Popo and in Chen, because any kind of Cassia, I'm so on the Cassian Pipa. It will be on to me, you cry to me all power no. Oh, to me for tax, no, much you phone conquer Bibia, David. Cramoni side and your body gadget. It ends for non trauma when young Connie say. All right, we
reports are in from Ghana on my normal Casa in elections, no, I very peaceful. Want you be an intimate NC. I mean, no, was it another bet? Was the first now? I said, Brad Kemna Cabetina, yes, you are, but you call Yakota Chiman, Yako a year, Sunyane, Yako a year, one cheap. Obuna actually say, you want to be a issue. Do you think, say, I mean, you heard him say, Sierra because by the end of the election, that's an election was Sierra because, but most of us now, the election, I check a can. Yeah. Election is pinching ba after 5. Election, I did election chili. Yeah. Any nipa. Sir. Yes. About to the chua any nipa. And it's not easy for Nyansa when I'm to police station be brain. No, say any panic could go for 500, 200 mobile lie. The Basana, men are metro, men are doing so. Pressure, baho. Not into quiet the base. About easy for Naya idea, the no is in Wasi. Second is no, you do no kind of so nipa baho, them say chini pan. Also, some of our measures be good come on beating me. I can't tell this idea was Nipane Bana, who say a BB touchman, Honsu be beating me the bay. Exactly. It's young to me any day. For now, we are happy near Kona Penisa. We are hoping say because not counting and so on. Because if you counting here, you and the convenience so they call collation center. No, also another issue altogether. Then from collation center, no cramp, no be a quality you know, and so on. But you go okay. They will say yes, you son about one. So okay, I was near the IEC Prempa Assembly workers here. Yeah. Okay, pa. Those times screen board Prempa Assembly. Now your church was and then your question. A church was. Gary, I pay a new account. And it's just digitalization, you know. Yeah. And at this time around, we young Kobe be as how. For Asqua, I know say Asqua College Center Asqua Police Station. I remember 2016, I was there for the party collection center and a furnace and a strong room. That I was the constituency secretary. Yeah, you man fine. 2020 also play a role. Okay. But then this NPP for also no, it set up in collection center. This time in there, I know say your task sets up where Papa said there could fee. It before I say easy baby any that. Okay. That is what I like about Asqua PC near Asqua NPP. Within 1 hour. After 5 o'clock, no. Okay. By 6:30, no. Near results, both presidential, parliamentary. Near all right, actually, you know, everybody was Sky, so 102.1 WCRM. Yemra, other matters, just 2 minutes now. Yes, sorry, could you say, Namo Chacho, the questions I was set by, you know, Fena, on Wankasa Babi Yano. Now, Yakwe Mochacho. Other matters, yes, sorry, I don't know. Other matters, make a mama man can. I feel now what brow would make, but you won't ma, and bet you the what do I say? Aha, down the Uda.
You might.
What do I say?
Team for Fancham.
What do I say?
Yeah, Adam matters and election as you go so. The BCB and a share team for boss at the Bebrem and Sunny Fia. Yeah, Adam matters na make a very historic event at Kumasi. If semi the American this is the first time international airline I fly from London about Prempeh Airport. And just say, I'm okay. Omo fubi no. I will say nanka mo UK nka me twa ticket akọ Ghana. Okay. Some so me dimba record no mu sort ya say because na efe. Na there me hu say we nyina development ba. And in case of tourism so e be raise a lot in Ashanti region because if say e be to aso nka e be bo pi. Be efe. Just one for flights in the team say and mechanic the war omunina see interview now here will be any aje or fly from UK straight to Ashanti region. A man in Brebe so yafe no could do a crown or be a few Kumasi abapeke no nina why just a whole stress. So as a boy would do Ashanti region straightforward no answer ya or Fanikana or Kunfi and as I was your phone or picking the coffee. Now, I prevented from that long journey stretch. I was saying, baby, and now over transfer VIP money. Nina, no, just say, a bino amateur. It's a good idea. You should recommend, and also we should commend the government for doing that. Now, we praise Ebekoso, Nakakaka, and Yabiso, US, Nakina, Yukufia, Yanni Ebekokumas, and Yafin Yakoson Crank, Mimi, I was all called Kukumas Street. Uncle Patrick one kind. So I say, hey, almost in Cababo. It's how I ever to put aha, almost was almost a sound crew. Yeah, because in kind this guy. It's a idea. And my son really be about the e-gate system at the airport. Okay. And also was very encouraging, whereby a lot of passengers were talking, or also within 5 seconds, or also within 5 minutes. A guy back on meeting interview, no, say, or two quite be able do. Be a cruise no citizen for no omufa no do mukada to so no moko na ordinary people be delays and also do no kruma one could delay also the card swap your call and just say it's a very historic I just say Naniaje or this is a country we are all looking for a country development uti na ya papa former president Kufuor Asomugha Kanra or say you should vote for Bawumia for progress of a country, Ghana. So I just say, Yamea Duma, progress ya, you be coffee, then your master, you be coffee, you flowers, different, oh, electric buses, oh, not just a crunu, I am a be any ideas, you be a yaka. Oh, this is a debut, America, as a UK, say, as you could be a cousin, oh, Moko, Ghana, and you get. And I'm supposed to fly from New York or from Dulles Airport to Prempeh the second. Is it Prempeh the second or Prempeh the first? Prempeh the second airport, Ashanti region. It's a idea. You should support it. It's a good initiative and it has come to stay. It's a Sabakoswa is here and Kabaya Kamibri. It's we wish Ghana a very peaceful election today. Yema memu na ompie no monkoto aba na enyefe me ira text me so na kwaso oko. Okay. It is on them baby obeto akọ. Wife attest so. Me ira text me so na kwaso oko. Baby okoto na ba. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right, Honorable Pulele. Yeah, we here mongo. What I say? You do chat to class or no? Okay, to say the artist no. Now, I know so we can before we can tree. Or we can start the casa. Oh, say a successful program, more especially election coverage, very fantastic. Now I'm playing time no A&D. I think I was saying about three, 22 hours more. This is the time I want to work out here and can to make a cocoa. Very important. So our question, so franchise. Sebi, what did you Abro? And I said, we will go to Twaba.
akọ electini pa wo mpe ama wa asabi wodi nwa akasa ho abo enti kokoto na kokokire wadwene na da akọ so a violence free election kokoto aba asundwem opa bo 5,000 akujina ko observe counting nso ebi na I hope say they will vote for MPP because everything the media muchacho kan very important ideas from Conso so I say Ghana say play YouTuber Kumasi direct. I know there will be a time I will fly from John Glenn Airport straight to prepare the second airport. I know it's possible. And then one pie, now if not you could see Accra, now if you are plane as I cook Kumasi, and I also perform now, you know, Ghana, Kaka, Masabasa, stress, you know. And you know, this is never I expect you get there okay. We all have Ghana card. We do on mark fast. We are citizen. It happens. How cry? How we cry? No number. We are number one. I hope also not be on number one. So this, and then Sunday we are safe. Same the be any year I say about me. Just say I want to tell you, but you see, all right, Martin. You want the best for the country. Yeah, that's it for us.
All right. Caroline, there will be also. Caroline, there will be also.
There's an incident report from City Online about Nyampara campus. Nyampara, that is Nyampara. There's a shooting incident there, so
civilian and also
shooting incidents, and one is dead. I don't know. We are yet to confirm at Nyampara or Northern Regions, one of the campuses of university. UDS, one of the UDS.
University of Development Studies.
Obviously, there's a shooting incident, one dead, 2 injured at Nyampara, and we are also here to confirm. This is from City News. It's here for your confirm. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is all the trigger free because I have online. Any muchacho, and I won't know. I don't say I may camouflage or Ghana Naka, so you need the action out of free no. So come out here, Massa. I mean, we are free to leave, we are free to wear whatever they want to wear. That's it. Muchacho without say, so Jim Ramba to my day, so I be an old to an amodeba. Open no town also, and I will say the year, the OT America, OT Ghana view. In Ghana man time. Honorable Pulele again, say, I know what you say. Lele poo. My last message I began Mesaka every year that siblings baby was a daughter about is still winning on also not train no Ebrason say sorry kunya so that make I will say oh why in a chapel they say the Juma no and I say another demo special no they can share me in break between 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. another demo special a movie from 6 p.m. a movie from Anapai Echo and 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. a special another demo everywhere. Every Saturday, I make I was Entertainment 360. A bus show from 12 o'clock to 2 p.m. YP and the team no ever between the hours of 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. That's why I don't mind. And then I watch the aftermath of the elections from Ghana. The whole a common and the war. Now what you said they do know. They are who the all winning election or the only day, and I said you also as a president, and I said the Jacopoya December 7th. Also after no trying. So no any Ghana, any Asher sir. Now what you said all the parliamentary season you made home come on. Now what you said Parliament ever says what I say next week. The first say that so you made home come on, everybody a remo. Now what you said a brema yakwanya. One two and this course so I want a chiman. I brought 2 4 7 2 8 chama akọ yen kransa. I bought to be a course so any member be a more chira mabati batisem. I was at Timantem and a chima mantemno. If anyone come on, wait and was so Debbie. I'm here for and watching chair to there. And 7 year a dorsum. Now what you said, your mom days about them. Now I finish no. Boardroom we are saying terms to the yes so no. Yes say boy honorable you baby say amantem or say dey Eddie Canfo amantem so say Eddie Canfo aye you can say you bo a contact ya sha se tell de so no ya ko kan ya ko kan ya boy juma entine ka for ho de so enu se ya boy juma ya ko pon sha ya hefo ni etifo so also mo on ni pa that is here wana eno mo sha se nyina ya da mo nyina ase adere ni se ko se mi ka tu no enye obia yo mo pia o be sha se bia le bitimi ya kwa wiye but muchacho ne glass ye sha se na ba ko efa abu se se na ye ko ye ni bia so se ni na tu ni na ati bia fese kama bibia ko nkan ni na ye boardroom ya de
the boardroom for
ya de etima fese space no dia ma no uli ye sorry onawo ya bia no na o twese na ye bishia aje for ye da munya wa se ye sorry nkonya so ya kra munya meeting and then another community man. I think we're having to friend. And I Japan to have a case. I am beautiful. Ghana Maliki Subaguru. One care of that man. What bad jacket? Song. What's that to do? Ghana Maliki. Ghana to have your song. And then he's right. Get a phobia. Your song. Mama, so and then where you do, I do not air course and that baby shower be air course Nancy, baby shower air course baby shower and Nancy, baby shower air course and I may admire Yina and Kobo Luciano and the baby shower air course Ayama area by Nancy. Ekota buserechi na baby shower ni na nye kama nice ene na busu afo nyina ene sia so ko na de mamo ede afa dwumadi so ene so prison so lunch the restaurant 161 na me adma ana pay lunch na chase prison lunch the restaurant 161 ya so ya I mean, I don't know if I don't go Bodomo, Romocota, please, so I cheat. I brought the lunch of a new restaurant, a pretty restaurant. Namia, my baby saw me so or buy a papa bee, a Yakasa, a Joe boy, the wife, a Ninia, and so Abestrana, or so. All the car was waiting to be until the baby saw because Joe Boy residence. I was here pregnant now. I guess Sandra, as we saw because I have 5 years of the church and put my Joe Boy in the bush now, or buy a animal friendly now. And Afro team Lutina, so the church and put a demo. So many part. What I say, my African community, why the African community, Yama Emo Adam so. So we are Yibi, now we saw Yibi. In your information, and I did a yes, a Fanina, Senator Mose. Africa, so no, you will be excellent. You will also go. In I called the mom, and you prefer. Bidi and then Ajingo, Macramina, and the other my God bless you.